You're listening to Thunder Country 98.3. The Pratt Greenbacks are on the court. Now, here's the voice of the Greenbacks, Cody Eastis.
Welcome to the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show here on Thunder Country. The Lady Greenbacks back in action tonight, taking on one of the tougher opponents they're going to face this season in the Halstead Dragons. The Greenbacks coming off a tough loss on a busy week last week. Saturday afternoon was their last time in action. Played Circle in that 11 o'clock tip-off, and it was a ball game where, boy, they looked like they had that game. Looked the best they'd looked through three quarters. Unfortunately, it's been a common theme that we've talked about this season. And then in the fourth quarter, Circle able to come back, take the lead. Greenbacks couldn't recover from it, and the Greenbacks pick up another loss on the season. So they come into this ball game 3-7 on the season after that tough loss on Saturday.
It's one of those games you got to look at the positives as much as you can. You know, they came out really strong in that first quarter against Circle. I believe they were up 16-2 at the end of the first quarter.
16-4, so a great first quarter for the girls.
So we know they got it in them. It's just now is figuring out how to get 4 consistent quarters out of the girls. And once you get somebody down or get a lead, playing with the lead and keeping the lead.
Yeah, and that's what Coach Troyan has just emphasized all season long, is it's such a learning season with this group of girls. And one of those things you got to learn is how to not only get that lead, but then to play with that lead. And if you're not used to doing that, there's some growing pains that come along with that. And we've seen that at times this season. The test they're going to have tonight against this Halstead team, it's going to be a tough matchup for Coach Troyan and these Lady Greenbacks. Coach Schutte and his Halstead Dragons come into this ball game 9-0, coming off of their best performance in school history last season, 25-1 last season, and took home the first state title in Halstead history on the girls' side. And there's not a lot that they graduated last year as they return another great class of girls and picked up a volleyball championship to go with it last year. One of the rare times you see a volleyball and basketball state title double up, and that just speaks to the athleticism of the girls out there on the court.
Yeah, you're getting ready to see one of the best classes, our best schools in 3A play tonight in the Halstead Dragons. They're going to be a well-rounded team. They're not overly big compared to some other teams that we played, but their guard play is going to be phenomenal tonight. And that's something that the Greenbacks are really going to have to keep an eye on.
Yeah, athleticism, I think, is going to be one of the big things the Greenbacks are going to have to contend with. The Dragons are coming off a big win, 64-37 against Trinity, and there haven't been many teams that have challenged them to this point in the season. Again, that 9-0 record, the first ever state title last season. 7 of those 9 starters on that team from last year return for this 2025-2026 campaign. So they've got eyes on the repeat. If you're Coach Schutte and this group of girls, with the girls that you've got coming back and the success that you had last season, you're not thinking about one and done. You're thinking, can we do it again? Now, on the boys' side of men's, we've seen it where they've had the target on their back all season. This Halstead team's had to play with that target as well. Every shot they're going to get night in and night out, no matter what gym they go into or who comes into their gym, they know that if every team is thinking, if we can be the team to pull off the upset, it would be a big story.
Yeah, that's got to be the mindset of the girls tonight. You know, you got to shock the world. You know, you got to come out, play hard, and just play to the best that you can. You know, that's all you can ask for a coach, for a fan, sitting here watching the game. You just want to see the best effort that you can possibly have out on the court.
Now, the Hughes for the Greenbacks going to be a big factor in the success tonight for the Greenbacks. She's coming off a 16-point performance in that Circle game. It was a game we saw her getting foul trouble late, so those 16 points only came through 3 quarters. Fouled out in that fourth quarter, didn't score in it. So the Greenbacks and Coach Troyan, they're going to need a big performance from their senior and Hope Hughes. And then again, we've said it, those role players, Forsberg, McAllister, Myers, Foster, Sowers, Winkelpleck, all those girls, knowing that you're not mismatched down low, like you said, that height disadvantage not necessarily there tonight. So the Greenbacks, if they can use some of that athleticism, got to think that maybe you can play with it. You got to have that mindset.
You do. You know, you got to come in thinking that you can win the game. You know, you can't come into a game started thinking you're already beat. I mean, you're dug yourself a hole, and you're not going to get out of that hole. One thing I would like to see tonight that I think is going to help the Lady Greenbacks out is the limiting of the second chance points from the Halstead. They're going to get their shots up. It's just limiting to them just one shot, one and done, and get down the court and try to capitalize on it.
Yeah, and that will be big for Sowers and Winkelplack. You know, they do a great job, and with no mismatch on the roster, when you look up and down at height-wise, they should be able to command that paint area and be a factor when it comes to offensive or defensive possessions. And getting out of your defense is big, like you said it. When you're not giving that other team those second chance opportunities and you've got to reset, they get a fresh shot clock, kind of takes the wind out of your sails a little bit. So if you can get that first rebound and then get into transition, could be success for the Greenbacks.
It is. One thing that you are going to see out of the Halstead Dragons tonight is a lot of full court pressure. That doesn't play into our cup of tea, but that's one of those that the coach has not seen it. She's probably, I'm sure worked in practice on it, and that's one that you have to execute during the game.
Well, we're hoping for a good game here. 6 o'clock tip-off coming your way. We'll have more of the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show when we come back here on Thunder Country.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? Doug Ray Chevrolet in Pratt is your hometown destination for quality vehicles and exceptional service. From brand new Chevrolets to dependable pre-owned options, you'll find the perfect fit for your lifestyle and budget. Their friendly, knowledgeable team makes buying easy, and their service department keeps you running strong long after the sale. When you want honesty, value, and a better way to buy, choose Doug Ray Chevrolet in Pratt. Experience the difference today.
When it comes to your health, trust Grace Clinic and Urgent Care in Pratt, conveniently located at 920 East 1st Street. Grace Clinic proudly serves Pratt and the surrounding area. Family nurse practitioner McKaylee Kirby provides primary care, urgent care, and sports physicals, and is accepting new patients and walk-ins. Open Monday through Friday, except Tuesdays, from 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to noon. Call 620-388-3086 today. That's Grace Clinic and Urgent Care, caring for your family close to home.
On the basketball court, a good offense is the best defense. You can count on me, Jamie Roach, your Farm Bureau agent, to be your family's point guard and defend you against whatever life throws your way. I am there to handle all your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs. Don't wait for the worst to happen when it comes to your insurance. Talk to me, Jamie Roach, today and see how I can help protect what matters most.
Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Clear, comfortable vision is one of life's greatest blessings. At Maydew Tebow Optometry, Doctors Troy Maydew, Seth Tebow, and Andrew Peaster are committed to helping you maintain healthy eyes and clear vision. Prevention and early intervention are the keys to your eyes, providing that clear and comfortable vision your entire life. Regular comprehensive eye examinations are essential in identifying conditions that can damage your sight. Call us at Maydew Tebow Optometry for an appointment today or visit us at maydewtebow.com.
Welcome back to the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show here on Thunder Country. Once again, I'm Cody Eastis alongside Logan McAllister, and a night full of basketball here. The Lady Greenbacks getting ready to take on the Dragons of Halstead, and then the boys to follow. And we touched on it in the first half of this pregame show. This Dragon team 9-0, led by head coach Derek Schutte, taking on the 3-7 Greenbacks. So the Greenbacks, boy, they're going to have their work cut out tonight to see if they can be the team to hand this Dragon team their first loss. Everybody's got their kryptonite. You've just got to hope that you can find it, that it's your night, and maybe you pull off the upset. If the Greenbacks can come out and play with that chip on their shoulder, the underdog role, you never know what can happen.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to them to get on the court tonight against these Halstead Dragons. Just being aggressive, just taking it to them, not being complacent. Try to attack a little bit, try to be aggressive on defense. And just, like I said, play the game like you know you can.
Now, of note, Taylor Foster not in the lineup tonight for the Greenbacks as she's nursing a knee injury. So usually that 6th or 7th person off of the bench for Coach Troy and not available tonight. So a roster that has been notoriously thin gets a little bit thinner for a game that the Greenbacks, boy, when you need all of your horses in the stable, one of them not available tonight. A positive, though, Ellie Schmidt in uniform tonight. We don't expect her to play, but the fact that she's at the point in her recovery where she can suit up now and get out there a little bit pregame and do some things to get familiar back on a basketball court. Boy, it's good to see.
It is. It's really good to see her out there, and I know she wants to be out there just like Kate Jackson wants to be out there. It's good to see Ellie being able to get out, get a little shots up, and just get the feeling back. You know, she's still quite a few weeks out from being released, hopefully, so we wish her the best on the recovery.
So the Greenbacks going to be playing small ball tonight with the thin roster. Emery Myers, expect a lot of minutes from her. Again, she's played great minutes throughout this season. They just continue to be thrown at her, and she's handled them well. Now time for some starting introductions. We'll start with the Dragons of Halstead. Number 1, a 5'6" senior, Addison Wills. Number 4, a 5'8" junior, Jordy Schroeder. Number 5, a 5'5" junior, Piper Schroeder. Number 14, 5'6" junior, Annika Neddick. And number 33, a 5'9" junior, Bailey Bernal. The Dragons led by head coach Derek Schutte, assisted by Kyle Rieger and Kaysen Schmidt. And for your Pratt High Greenbacks, number 11, 5'8" freshman, Johanna Forsberg. Number 12, 6' junior, Dally Winkelpleck. Number 14, 5'10" freshman, Lakin McAllister. Number 23, 5'8" senior, Addison Sowers. And number 24, 5'9" senior, Hope Hughes. The Greenbacks led by head coach Emma Stroyan, assisted by Catherine McAllister. And with that, we are ready to play some basketball here. It'll be the Pratt High Greenbacks, 3-7, taking on the undefeated, unblemished 9-0 Halstead Dragons. Boys will follow this action. Once again, the Pop-A-Shot dollar donation at halftime of the boys game, where you can donate $1, get a shot, take home a prize, whether a 2-liter box of candy. Not sure what they got handed out tonight, but this will be the second home game now that they've done that. That goes to honor and benefit the National Honor Society, and kind of a fun promotion. Gets the kids out there, spices up halftime a little bit.
I catch myself watching it a lot.
Gives you something to watch, so just something fun there. Update on the ham auction buckets for Booster Club before we get to tip-off here. The Lady Greenbacks come into tonight with 28 made three-point buckets, led by Hope Hughes. Once again, thanks to John and Kevin at Ham Auction, donating $5 for every made three-point bucket on both the ladies and the boys' side at the end of the season towards the Greenback Booster Club. Once again, John and Kevin at Ham Auction putting on the Ham Auction buckets for Booster Club, and with that, we are set for tip-off, and it'll be Dally Winkelpleck of the Greenbacks against Bailey Bernal of the Dragons. Winkelpleck comes away with it, but puts it in the hands of Piper Schroeder, so it'll be Dragon Ball going left to right on your radio dial. Wearing the road blue uniforms, white numbers. Greenbacks in the home whites with the green trim. Kick out on the wing. It'll be Wills. An early three from the corner. Doesn't go. McAllister pulls down the defensive rebound. Greenbacks right to left on your radio dial. Hughes trapped in the high corner. Finds Forsberg top of the key. First offensive set here for the Greenbacks, and McAllister will pump fake into Sowers. Turn, tough shot. Doesn't get the roll off the front of the rim and into the hands of Bernal. Back the other way. Bernal kicks it out to the corner. Jordy Schroeder will try a three, and it'll go. Puts the Dragons on top with the opening bucket. 3-0 at the 7:05 mark. Nice look ahead from Hughes. Sowers can't finish on the right side, and her putback on the left doesn't go as well. Dragons back out running, fast-paced, too strong off the backboard. Neddick couldn't get it to go. McAllister there for another defensive board.
Halstead's really looking to get out and run.
That's something this Greenback team going to have to know when transition hits. You've got to get back and defend. Miscommunication that time between Hughes and Sowers. Greenback's going to have to find a way to deal with this half-court pressure.
Well, yeah, on the positive note, they've had two good looks to start the game here, just haven't quite converted them yet. Got to settle down and just go up strong with it.
Hughes being trapped as soon as she gets across half court. Got to need some help on future possessions. 6:30 to play here in the opening quarter. Dragons with the 3-0 lead as they work it around the perimeter. Neddick, the skip pass to Schroeder. In low to Bernal. Nothing there. Forsberg with the rebound. Tied up, ripped away, and it'll go to the Dragons.
So far, the officials seem like they're going to let the girls play this evening.
Seen a couple,
That's
yeah, I
one
agree.
of those that you're going to have to adjust to the game and be strong with the ball.
This will be Dragon Ball Out of the inbound, they'll start it up top with Wills. Entry pass to Bernal. Hughes had a hand on it to tie it up. Bernal turns, takes to the rim. Rebound kept alive by Schroeder. Kick out, three-point, spins out. Sowers pulls the board down, and a jump ball. Jump ball will go to the Greenbacks, and the Dragons now showing full court pressure. Hughes, the best ball handler for this Greenback team, picks it up on the right side, comes back to Forsberg. Forsberg, center court. Up ahead to Hughes, right wing elbow jumper, good. Good look and execution from Hope Hughes.
Yeah, that's one thing. If you can score off of transition points off of a press, that will mean that eventually you would think that they'd have to pull it off.
Now the Dragons on the other end. Bank shot from Schroeder doesn't go. Winkelpleck clears it out. 3-2. Dragons on top. 5:30 to play here in the opener. Forsberg, double team, needs some help. Dangerous pass over to McAllister, and Nedick jumps in front of it. Dragons out front running, and a bunny by Wills missed at the rim. Greenbacks caught a break there on that transition point. Hughes now trying to push the pace up the court, but again, the double team comes, and a tie up this time goes the Dragons' way. Will's going to slow things down now. Greenbacks in a man-to-man defense, pick up the Dragons. Left side, Nedick goes to Schroeder, brings it back out to Sister Piper Schroeder. Three-point shot on the way, just off the mark. Forsberg looked at running now. Gonna slow it down, let Hughes help her out, bringing the ball up the court. Hughes picks it up, over to Forsberg, trying to find Winkelpleck down low, but jumped in front of by Bernal. Winkelpleck comes away with it. Can Forsberg take advantage of it? Yes. That left
Great job by Winkelpleck, just sticking with that play.
Dragons skip past to Piper Schroeder, down low to Wills. Wills left hand kick out to Schroeder, three-point bucket, good. Jordy Schroeder, her second three-point bucket of the night. Greenback's gonna have to adjust to that, knowing that she can hit from out there. Forsberg up ahead to Sowers, had it tipped and tried to save it out of bounds, couldn't do it. 6-4 your score, 3:58 to play here in the first. Dragons on top by way of two three-point buckets from Jordy Schroeder. Will starts the offense left side. Comes back, Nedick back to Schroeder. Will's in the corner, wants to take baseline. She'll stop, pull up, 6-foot jumper. No good, but the offensive putback by Piper. Schroeder falls. 3:36 to play. Coach Troy wants a 30-second timeout. Dragons on top 8-4 after two three-point buckets and that jumper from Piper Schroeder. Chance to talk with her team. The Greenbacks have had good looks. They've handled the pressure, getting across half court and then setting up the offense okay, and been able to pick some holes out along the way to get good looks around the rim.
Yeah, you're going to have to watch the Halstead. They really move the ball well against this zone that we've been playing, and they've gotten a couple good-looking shots off, and you're going to have to just rotate faster and know where the shooters are and get a hand in their face.
Yeah, they take advantage of lanes good. The cutter, the moving without the ball, you've seen it a couple possessions now where Halstead's done a really good job of having that backside cutter on the other side of the rim, cutting to the lane, and then the ball handler able to find them. So it'll be Greenback ball, full length of the court to go after that 30-second timeout from Coach Troy, and our first timeout of the ball game. McAllister coming up left side. She's ahead, has numbers. Sowers on the other end. McAllister pulls up, needs some help now. Kick out. Hughes going to try a three. Left side of the rim, long rebound, chase down. McAllister there. Up ahead to Sowers under the bucket, and now ball on the court in transition. McAllister, the hustle play, but on the line, it'll stay with the Dragons. Good look from Hughes. Trying to find that rhythm early from behind the arc. The Greenbacks are going to need it tonight. Will's on the perimeter. Schroeder again comes out, gets it. Three-point shot. That one not there. Tipped into the hand of Forsberg. She's looking to get out and run. Has Winkleplack up ahead, but the Dragons get back and recover nicely. McAllister, pump fake, puts it on the court. Needs some help. Comes to Sowers. Far side. Kick out. Forsberg. Too short. Winkleplack under the bucket. And that's on the shot. She'll go to the line to shoot two.
So far, the ladies have been doing a great job on the rebounding. If they want a chance at this game, that's where they're going to have to do it.
That was one of the things we talked about pregame, was this was a game that the Greenbacks aren't outsized down low and can take advantage of the physical play of Sowers and Winkleplack. Winkleplack at the free throw line, doesn't hit the first. First substitution of the night as Myers will check in for Sowers. Winkleplack will have one more. Second free throw on the way. Dally gets that one to fall. 8-5 your score. Dragons on top. 2:40 to play here in the first. Schroeder right side now. Ainsley Farmer in the ball game for the Dragons. Alongside Annie Williams at the post, kick out. Schroeder, another three-point bucket from Jordy Schroeder.
Got to know where she's at all times.
She's got 9, all 3 beyond the arc. Forsberg tied up on the court, and a jump ball will stay with the Greenbacks. Boy, Jordy Schroeder showing that she can shoot that ball.
I don't even know if she's hit the rim yet.
The 3 that have gone in have been clean. Hughes comes into Myers. 2:10 to play here in the first quarter. Looking for Myers, cutting to the rim, not there now. Winkleplack off the pick and roll. One dribble, can't do anything with it. Kicks it out to Forsberg. Forsberg on the court. Hughes wants it in the corner, but the defense catches up. Hughes, nice take to the rim and finishes.
Yeah, they are letting them play tonight.
And as long as it's consistent,
as long as it's
okay.
consistent, it's fine. Yeah, 100%.
So far it has been. It's gone both ways. Three-point shot on the way. Down underneath. Hughes pulls down the defensive rebound. Up ahead to Myers. She's looking to get it back in the hand of Hughes. Let her bring it up the court, and she does. Hughes right side. McAllister, bounce pass down low, dangerous. And Schroeder jumps in front of it for the takeaway. Now Schroeder has number, goes left side, lay in. Good.
Turnovers leading the points. I'd like to see McAllister just shoot that ball.
Annie Williams on the bucket for the Dragons. Puts them on top 13-7, 1:15 to play here in the first. And Myers needs help. Tied up in the corner. Just gets rid of it over her shoulder. Greenback's lucky to keep that with him. Forsberg sees McAllister. Nice dump down to Winkleplack under the rim. And Winkleplack able to get the shot off before the defense can recover.
Good ball movement there, and it's a good job by Myers keeping her composure and getting out of the trap.
And that's what you got. If that trap's up here, you know you've got a mismatch somewhere down low. The question is, can you see it and take advantage of it? 43 seconds to play here in the first. Dragons work it around the perimeter. Wills to Schroeder, and Wills gets it back. Now into the corner, three-point bucket on the way. A high shot, long rebound pulled down by McAllister. Shot clock turned off. McAllister working it up the court and tipped out of bounds. Off of McAllister.
Whoa.
Gonna say Wills forced the turnover, and that is something that she is not unfamiliar with. An elite defender. She holds the single season and the career steals record for this Dragon team.
That's pretty impressive stat.
Yes. Well, 27 seconds on the clock. Wills will get a break. It'll be Piper Schroeder directing the offense. Starts it right side in the hands of Farmer. Back up top. And the give and go. Nice block by McAllister. Farmer tried to get to the rim.
10 seconds left.
McAllister keeps it on the court, looking for the rim, takes it all the way. Good take from McAllister. Saw a lane and committed, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. Tess Williams will pick up her first. First trip for McAllister to the line. Too strong on that free throw. Doesn't get it to fall.
Greenbacks are going to have to watch this Halstead player kind of sneaking back behind the court.
Second free throw, McAllister back iron. It doesn't go either, but Forsberg gets the loose rebound, tipped around on the floor, under 2, and nobody can get a shot off. It'll be 13-9 to close out the first quarter. Dragons lead it. Stick around, second quarter action when we come back here on Thunder Country.
This is Terry from Gatlin Meckler's Pharmacy. On display in our pharmacy is a nice assortment of over-the-counter items and a wide array of medical supplies, which includes knee scooters, walkers, canes, and bathroom items. We bill Medicare for respiratory supplies and immunizations. Our preferred pricing on prescriptions will get you through the door, and our customer service will get you to come back. Be sure to stop in today and see us on Country Club Road in Pratt.
Uh-oh, that's a sound no one wants to hear. Pratt Glass has been helping homes and business owners with everything glass for over 80 years. Whether your business suffered a break-in over the weekend or you're needing to replace old leaky windows, and they also offer automotive glass repairs, automotive details, screens, dragging door adjustments, residential window replacement, storefronts, and 24-hour commercial residency service. Pratt Glass, 210 South Jackson in Pratt, 620-672-6463, or see prattglass.com.
Welcome back. Second quarter action here on Thunder Country. Greenbacks trail it 9-13 after one quarter of play. Dragons led by the three-point shooting of Jordy Schroeder, 3 of 4 in that first quarter. She's got 9 points. Greenbacks, it was a good first quarter, though. I felt like the Greenbacks played it good. The question is, can you sustain it for 3 more quarters against this Dragon team that's got a lot more depth? The Dragon ball coming out to start the second quarter. Nice step through by Schroeder. Takes it to the rim. She's got 4 on the night, puts the Dragons on top 15-9. So between Jordy Schroeder and Piper Schroeder, 13 of the Dragons' 15 points. On the other end, Forsberg poked away out of bounds by Piper Schroeder. Used to inbounds in front of the Dragon bench. Comes out to Forsberg, top of the key. Winklepleck, good look at the free throw line, turns, squares up, and fires.
Yeah, nice to see Dally hit that. Be nice for her to live right there. Nice soft touch.
And it's been an open shot so far for the Greenbacks. If they can get inside around that free throw line. Piper Schroeder, shot blocked, falls into the hands of Williams, and she'll go to the free throw line. The first trip of the night for the Dragons to the free throw line. And they'll get McAllister on that foul, her first. First free throw falls. Second free throw on the way, good, but stepped over the line, so the shot won't count.
Halstead has pulled off of their full court press and kind of dropped into just a half court man.
See how the Greenbacks attack it. They'll start with Hughes on the right wing. Works off the screen from McAllister. Now the dump down to McAllister. Too low, kicks it back out to Hughes. Hughes wanted to go left, but sealed off. Has to back it out, reset the offense. 12 on the shot clock. Myers left side. Takes it right side, jump stop back to Hughes. Hughes saw the clock, kick out, Myers has to fire, she does. Good! Emery Myers, nice. A three-point bucket at the buzzer. Her first point of the night, and what a big one for the Greenbacks. Puts them within 2, 16-14, 6:25 to play here in the second. Schroeder wanted to go left, and the carry, top of the key. A little indecisiveness from Schroeder.
Just
wanted
good
to go
defensive
left side to
pressure up
Medic.
top. Greenbacks have been doing a really good job on the defensive pressure there and kind of got her in a little bit of a funk, and she kind of had to carry the ball a little bit, and the refs caught it.
Substitution for Coach Schutte. Starters checking back into the ball game for this Dragon team. Forsberg will bring the ball up the court. Picked up by Williams, top of the key. Dumps it down to Winklepleck, left elbow. Gives it right back. Forsberg, take to the rim. Too strong, rolls off the front. And now the Dragons out front running with numbers. 3-on-1 up ahead to Nedick, and she finishes at the rim.
That's fresh legs for you right there. 3 players checked in for Halstead.
Myers now trying to beat that press back, and the window closed just too quick there. Myers trying to get it ahead to Winklepleck on the far side under the bucket. The Dragons able to recover in time and tip it out of bounds. Stays with the Greenbacks. It'll be Hughes to inbounds. Myers, top of the key. Swings it to Hughes, and there's Wills, another steal. Up ahead, Nedick running left side, underhand, good.
Good finish.
Back-to-back fast break points for Annika Nedick. Puts the Dragons back on top, 20-14, 5:30 to play here in the second quarter. Forsberg needs some help. Nobody coming out to give it to her. And a 5-second call. Boy, your offense has to know when a player's in trouble like that, you've got to come and help her. You kind of have to abandon wherever you're at in your offensive set and provide that help. Sowers checking back in the ball game now as McAllister will get a breather. Wills up the court, into the corner to Bernal. Resets to Nedick, thought about the 3, gives it back to Bernal. Step through, tough shot, gets it to fall. 22-14 now, biggest lead of the night for the Dragons. Hughes looking for something on this offensive set for the Greenbacks. Throws it into the hands of Nedick. Running right side, has Wills left side, and the block on...
Hughes blocked it off of Nedick when she was out of bounds, so the ball goes back to the Greenbacks.
Great transition defense from Hope Hughes. Would have been Nedick's 3rd consecutive fast break point. Hughes able to prevent it with the good defense. Now the Greenbacks need the offense. McAllister right side, working off the screen from Sowers. Picks it up. This is where that Dragon defense gets good. When you pick that dribble up, they swarm, trying to find Sowers down low through her hands. And into the hands of Jordy Schroeder. Coming right side to Wills, has to save it. Kick out. Bernal, 3-point shot from the corner, front of the rim, and Winklepleck chases down the long rebound.
Kind of on a little bit of a scoring drought here. Need to work the offense and get a good looking shot.
Greenbacks will start it right side to McAllister. And some contact on the perimeter defense from Nedick. She'll pick up her first foul. A couple more substitutions as Piper Schroeder and Ainsley Farmer check into the ball game for Coach Schutte. 3:56 to play, 22-14. Dragons on top by 8 here in the second. Hughes comes into Forsberg. McAllister comes out left wing. Left side tipped away by Schroeder. She's heading up, has the race. 2-on-1, Winklepleck trying to defend and commits the foul, and will send Piper Schroeder to the free throw line. Well, that offensive movement we talked about early has just come to a stop here these last couple possessions for the Greenbacks. Winklepleck picks up her first, and Piper Schroeder not able to connect on the first one. Second free throw on the way. That one rattles out. Winklepleck stepped on the line trying to haul in the rebound.
And those are those little things that you got to clean up if you want to have a chance against this Dragons team.
Second opportunity here on this offensive possession. Start it in the backcourt to Schroeder. Right side, Farmer gives it right back. Working left side now to Bernal. That'll be Piper Schroeder, the dribble drive. Bernal going to try another three from that same corner. This one short, falls into the hands of Sowers. 3:15 to play. 22-14 remains the score. Greenbacks trail by 8. Hughes top of the key. Winkelpleck, again, that spot doesn't get the roll that time, and the Dragons come away with it. Bernal looking up ahead, has players to her left. She's going to take it all the way, and Hughes commits the foul at the rim.
Halstead, if they pull down a defensive rebound, they are going in a hurry. That's one thing that the Greenbacks are going to have to adjust for, so we've got to get back on defense.
It reminds me of what we saw from Collegiate on Saturday afternoon from the boys' side. Boy, when they had a chance to get out and run, you had to know they were going to be out running. Bernal gets the second to go. And a steal again from Wills, top of the key. She'll go right side and puts it in. First bucket of the night for Addison Wills. And it comes off a steal. McAllister up ahead. Nice look to Sowers, and Sowers rolls it off the front of the rim. Can't finish. Wills Schroeder tight-roping the sideline. Kick out to Jordy Schroeder. Too strong on the three. But Piper there for the offensive rebound, keeps the possession alive for the Dragons. 2:20 to play here in the second. 25-14 your score. Dragons on top. Bernal right side, kicks out to Piper Schroeder. Into the corner to Jordy. Piper gets it right back. Good dribble drive and out of bounds. It'll go to the Greenbacks. Coach Troyan going to take a full timeout at the 2:03 marker. Greenbacks trailing by 9. More Greenback basketball when we return here on Thunder Country.
It's a fact. A custom cow mineral does not have to cost more. Actually, it might be just what you need to improve your cow herd. The friendly and helpful professionals at Extra Factors and Pratt are available to sit down and discuss your operations needs and goals. From custom protein supplements and liquid protein to bulk commodities and possible mineral formulation. Find it all at Extra Factors. Call 620-672-5616 and speak with Levi Macbeth for all your nutritional needs. Extra Factors. We put the extra into cattle nutrition.
This is Jeff
and Jared
at Intergreen Services, proud supporter of the Pratt Greenbacks.
Around here we say one call fixes it all. From HVAC, plumbing, septic, electrical, and even water well service. We're your hometown team you can count on, just like the Greenbacks on game day.
We're proud to stand behind our athletes, our school, and our community.
So when something needs fixing at home, call Intergreen at 620-672-2338 or visit intergreenservices.com.
Intergreen Services, neighbors helping neighbors, always cheering for the Greenbacks.
Welcome back, Thunder Country. Greenback basketball, 2:03 to play here in the second quarter, and the Dragons on top 25-14 and currently on a 9-0 run in this second quarter. The Greenback offense that looked good in that first quarter has stalled out just a little bit. That timeout from Coach Troyan, give these girls a little bit of a rest, get their legs back under them, and see how they come out of it. Myers trying to battle the double team from the Dragons, top of the key. Hughes to Sowers, too late. McAllister on the backside, through some contact, no whistle. Play on, now the Dragons out front running. The deep pass from Wills received, Wills is the finisher on that one. But a great pass.
That's an impressive finish.
Full length of the court. I didn't think Wills was going to be able to haul that in, and somehow she did, and still able to keep her composure under the rim and finish. And on the other end, McAllister on the baseline, a turnover for the Greenbacks. 27-14 your score. The Dragons continue the offensive run, 11-0 at this point. Last bucket from the Greenbacks was that shot clock buzzer beater from Myers as Nedick tries a three-pointer of her own there. Paint clears out and Hughes comes away with it, but Wills defending. Another steal by Addison Wills, and she turns it into points. 2 points. Well, we mentioned that career stat, season stat, steals leader.
Tonight,
We said, wow, that's impressive. Now you can see why. The pressure and the quick hands from Addison Wills.
Yeah.
just tough to contend with. And Hughes a travel before she's able to get across half court. Will put the ball back in the hands of the Dragons. Under 60 to play here before we close out the first half. Top of the key, Nedick. Pass into Schroeder, kicks it out. Wills will try a three. Short. McAllister chasing it down, able to pull it down. Gonna keep it herself. Looking left, looking right, now picks it up, needs some help, throws it into traffic, tipped out of bounds, but fortunately will stay with the Greenbacks. That's a couple times tonight. They've seen it, but it's just been too late.
Yeah.
It's too long of a pass against this quick defense.
Sometimes you got to find the easy pass, and Myers was open on the wing over there.
Hughes at the baseline, comes up top. McAllister, quick fire, back off the backboard, and up ahead Wills. 15 seconds. Has Schroeder underneath the rim. Winkelpleck there. And the foul. Almost a clean block from Winkelpleck, but the body. And Winkelpleck picks up her second. With 11 seconds remaining on the clock. At the free throw line, Jordy Schroeder knocks down her first. She becomes the first player to double digits for both teams. She's got 10 on the night. Second shot good. Hughes up ahead to Myers. 6 seconds on the game clock. Myers, double team. Nedick comes away with the steal. Up ahead, Wills just fires, no dribble. Shot does not go. 31-14, your score at half. Dragons on top. Stick around, we've got the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show coming up when we return here on Thunder Country.
Are you interested in building a new home or remodeling your current one? If so, give J.A. Knight & Sons a call today. This is Chase Scully with J.A. Knight & Sons, and we are the area's premier general contractor and have been serving the Pratt and surrounding area for over 50 years with superior quality and attention to detail. We specialize in high-end residential and commercial construction and have now expanded our services to include pre-engineered metal buildings. J.A. Knight & Sons is a proud supporter of Greenback Athletics and would like to help turn your next dream into reality.
Exceptional dentistry, right in your neighborhood. At Pratt Family Dental, Dr. Carson Hopkins and Dr. Stephen Coons are here to keep your smile healthy and bright. From routine cleanings to advanced care, our team has the expertise and technology to handle all your dental needs with comfort and confidence. Because at Pratt Family Dental, it's not just about teeth, it's about family, trust, and smiles that last a lifetime. Call today to schedule your appointment with Dr. Hopkins or Dr. Coons. Pratt Family Dental, where exceptional care meets friendly faces.
Are you a sports fan looking for a great place to grab a bite to eat? Look no further than Legends Cafe, located in Pratt, Kansas, on Highway 54. Legends is open 6 days a week and serves up mouth-watering burgers, fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, and much more. And don't forget about their daily specials. Legends is proud to support Greenback sports and all the local teams. So whether you're celebrating a big win or just need to refuel after the game, Legends has you covered. Come on down to Legends, and we'll take care of the rest.
At Timish Electric, we light up your world with reliable and efficient electrical services. Our team of skilled and certified electricians is dedicated to providing top-notch service for all your electrical needs. From residential, commercial, or industrial needs, we ensure your electrical systems are safe, reliable, and up to code. Contact us today at 620-672-9334 to schedule a consultation. Timish Electric, proudly serving Pratt and the surrounding areas' electrical needs for over 25 years.
Welcome back, Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show. Now time for our favorite segment of the night, where we get to chat with head coach Chris Batten about his upcoming matchup, his 9-1 Pratt High Greenbacks. First time we've said that all season, Coach. 9-1, coming off of that Saturday afternoon loss to Wichita Collegiate. How'd the boys respond to that this week of practice? First time that you've had a week of practice with a loss under your belt. And I know you used that game as a measuring stick, learned a lot of things about your team. How'd that translate into a week of practice?
Well, you know, we watched a lot of film yesterday and showed some of the things that we did well. And here's what's crazy: we shot 60% from 2, 50% from 3.
Wow.
I know.
Not many times you lose a ball game with those statistics.
Yeah, and unfortunately they shot it better. But you know, it was crazy. And when you go back and you look at those numbers, now our problem was we didn't run good offense at key points in the game that led to easy runouts. They had us 22-6 in points off turnovers. That was the difference. You know, that was the sheer difference in the game, and so we had a good view of what we did well and what we really got to work on. And you know, sometimes when we just didn't get going offensively, we'd turn it over, you know, do something crazy, and they'd get runouts and go score. But then when we ran good offense, we scored, and that's what was crazy about the whole game. And then I still like our defense. They had a couple of kids that hit some incredible shots, and they're great players. It's what great players do.
Yeah, and I've got to think with the group of boys that you have, after seeing and playing in a ball game like that, it's got to make them hungry to now know and see what that next level of basketball looks like. You know, you can preach it and try to coach it as much as you want, but seeing it is a different thing. And knowing now that, okay, that's where we've got to get to with this group of kids, that's exciting.
Yeah, 100%. I could see the look on their eye even after the game. There was disappointment of, man, we're not quite where we want to be. And then, you know, during the film session, we had some good conversations and we showed some things and the guys were, you know, they were really really willing to listen, and I think that's a key to this team. You know, they want to get better. They want to get to the point where we're considered one of those teams, and so you know, I think it even though it's a loss, I still think it was a great game for us. It was a great measuring stick and something that we're going to learn a lot from and keep growing from.
And now the Halstead Dragons tonight in your first league matchup of the season. They've got to be the team that comes in now and faces this Greenback team after that valuable learning lesson. What do we expect tonight out of this Dragon team?
They're going to play their 1-3-1, you know, the Haven style 1-3-1 now that Coach Paramore's over here, and run a lot of 4-out motion. Number 5 can really stroke it. He's a good pure shooter, spot-up shooter. He at one point, I think he's made like 30 of their, you know, 45, 53s, whatever it was on film. So, you know, he can really shoot it and get going. And then, you know, they got a good big inside, anchor in the middle of the zone, very good around the rim. He can go both right hand and left hand on his finishes. So, you know, I think that's a good positive for them. You know, I look for our guys to respond tonight and really get after it.
That's what we're expecting too, Coach. Should be a good one tonight as your Greenbacks look to get back in the win column. We'll talk to you post-game, Coach. Best of luck.
Yep, thank you, guys.
All right, that's head coach Chris Pratt. When we return, wrap up the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show here on Thunder Country.
Mead Lumber in Pratt is looking better than ever. Stop by and see our brand new renovations with the same friendly faces you know and trust. Whether you're tackling a big project or just need supplies for the weekend, Mead Lumber has you covered with quality products and expert service. We're proud to be a part of this community and even more proud to support the hardworking athletes of Pratt High School. Mead Lumber, building relationships, building Pratt.
To keep your equipment running, count on BTI for bulk oil delivered directly to your farm. Now BTI delivers 3 times the product, and it's quicker than ever. Our trucks travel up to 150 miles from any of our 6 stores, delivering premium oil, hydraulic fluid, and DEF, up to 1,500 gallons in just 30 minutes. It's another way to save you time and money. Call any of our 6 BTI locations or visit btioil.com. BTI, our family in partnership with your family.
For your fine dining experience, be sure to stop at Club DS in downtown Pratt. Western Kansas's premier steakhouse for over 50 years. They'll serve you the best with their friendly, attentive staff and home-cooked meal you desire. Also offering a full range of entertainment with live music and karaoke weekend nights. So come for food and stay for fun at Club D'Est in downtown Pratt. Open 7 nights a week.
This is Chris with Car Auction Real Estate. We've been proudly moving assets since 1965, with locations in Pratt and Larned servicing the surrounding counties.
Jamie here with Car Auction and Real Estate. While our marketing strategies clearly stand out, we stand strong on our principles of integrity, transparency, and reputation in our industry.
Whether it be buying, selling, auction, or appraisal needs, look us up online at carauction.com.
Good luck and go Greenbacks.
Welcome back to the Uptown Cafe Club D'Est halftime show here on Thunder Country. The Lady Greenbacks trail 31-14 after one half of play. And boy, played with them through the first quarter, 13-9 your score after one. And we both said that was a good first quarter for the Lady Greenbacks. Came out, executed the offense well. Second quarter, started off the same, and then the run by the Dragons really has changed this ball game. Closed out that half on a 15-0 run, and the Greenbacks now, boy, have got a hole that is going to be tough to claw yourself out of in this second half against a team that is as good as this Dragon team.
Yeah, you know, the girls have done a good job on the rebounding side of things. It's more just the, you know, we've got to take care of the ball. The turnovers right now are costing us. Every possession matters. And the turnovers, especially in that second quarter, really piled up and allowed Halstead to get out in the open court and run. And a lot of those points were off a transition basket.
For the Dragons, Jordy Schroeder has 11 points on the night, leads both teams with scoring. Addison Wills, quick with the hands, multiple steals already that have turned into 6 points tonight for the Dragons. For the Greenbacks, Winklepleck with 5 leads the way, Hughes with 4, and it'll be Greenback ball as we start second half action. Greenbacks going left to right on your radio dial. Also broadcasted on Greenback Activities YouTube. That's, if you're wanting to watch, that's where you get the full game stream. Go to the Greenback Activities YouTube channel. They've got the full game stream on there on the Eastus Media channels. We just do the fun behind the mic action. Hughes, a quick shot out of the half, knocks it in from the right side.
Great patient offense by the ladies there.
Some fresh legs coming out of that half. Nedick answers with a 3 on the other end. Winklepleck in the middle of that full court pressure, comes near side to Forsberg. Top of the key, McAllister picks it up, needs some help, throws it into traffic, and Piper Schroeder comes away with it. Right side, Bernal. Now swing it, Jordy Schroeder had the hot hand early, and it continues with another 3-point bucket from Jordy Schroeder, her 4th of the contest. Dragons kind of showing a weak full court pressure here, back off. A foul on the far side will go against Nedick, be her second.
Foul's called number 14, Annika Nedick. That is her first team foul.
Be Hughes to inbounds in front of the USA-themed student section tonight. McAllister right side. Gives it to Forsberg, looking for Winklepleck at that elbow position. Good job putting it on the court and finishing. Dally Winklepleck, 2 more. Wills, nice look into Bernal, left hand off the glass, good. That's that quick window the Greenbacks haven't been able to hit in that first half. That time Wills threading the needle, putting it where it needed to be at the right time, and Bernal finished. Makes it 39-18, Dragons on top, 6:05 to play here in the third. Forsberg a step on Schroeder, too strong on the shot, falls in the hands of Sowers, and the putback goes. Sowers gets her first bucket of the night. 39-20, Dragons on top. Some miscommunication top of the key, but Will's able to chase it down. Into the corner to Bernal. Schroeder will penetrate. Floater from the lane, and it goes for Piper Schroeder. Both teams now going bucket for bucket. McAllister in the far corner for the Greenbacks. Dribble out, finds Winklepleck, top of the key, and the miscommunication on the Greenback side results in a turnover. Wills will walk the ball up the court for the Dragons. Nedick thought about the three. Swings it near side to Bernal. Into the corner. Wills gets by both defenders. Baseline was never sealed off, and Wills just kept going to the rim and finishes for 2 more. She's got 8 now on the evening. Hughes hands it off to Forsberg. Forsberg, good jump shot, but too much on it. Winklepleck chases down the long rebound.
It didn't hit the rim, so we're going to have to watch the shot clock.
Never reset. Shot clock at 13. Winklepleck handles the hot pass. She'll dribble in, kick out. Forsberg. McAllister in the corner. Baseline jumper. Back of the rim. Sowers clears the boards. Shot clock resets. Greenbacks can slow it back down now. Reset that offense. McAllister looking for Sowers or Hughes in the paint. Can't find him. Needs some help. Schroeder trying to jump that with the steal. Through the hands of McAllister, out of bounds. A couple substitutions for the Dragons as Farmer will check in for Nedick. Alongside Annie Williams and Tess Williams. Dump down into the paint. Williams, kick out. 3-point shot on the way, and another 3-point bucket for Jordy Schroeder, her 5th of the night. Schroeder with 17 points on the night for the Dragons, has them on top 46-20, 3:40 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Forsberg working off the screen, goes up top to McAllister. Now McAllister off the screen. She'll take it all the way to the rim. Just not enough on it. Hits the rim and falls short. Dragons back out running. Hughes able to deflect the pass. Kick out. Schroeder another 3. That one somehow didn't go in and out of the rim. Looked like it was halfway down, and the rebound then tipped out of bounds off the hands of Tess Williams. It'll go back to the Greenbacks. McAllister stepping through the double team, tied up at the free throw line. Williams gets a hand on it. Jump ball goes to the Dragons. Forsberg going to get a breather as Emery Myers checks back into the ball game.
Now for the Greenbacks from 3, Emery Myers.
Wills bringing the ball up the court. Gets it right back in the corner after the give and go. Another baseline drive, kick out, 3-point shot. Too strong for Farmer. And a backside foul against Tess Williams. She'll pick up her 2nd.
Against Tess Williams, that's her second team foul.
.245 to play here in the 3rd. Dragons on top 46-20. McAllister double teamed in the corner, and feels like they're tightening this ball game up a little bit with the whistles. Those calls we weren't seeing in the 1st quarter of this ball game. Ainsley Farmer will pick up her 1st, 3rd team foul. Conversation here near side between the officials. Making sure we've got the shot clock arrow pointing in the right direction, that the table recognized the previous possession. So they will change the possession arrow to in favor of the Greenbacks, while Coach Schutte will make a couple substitutions. Wills will check out of the ball game alongside Farmer. It'll be Schroeder and Quinn Conrad into the ball game. Hughes on the baseline to inbounds for the Greenbacks, finds McAllister in the corner. McAllister poked away, quick hands of Schroeder.
Need some movement.
McAllister dribble drive in, has to come back to Myers, top of the key. Now Myers will try to get a step off the dribble. Into some contact, no whistle, lets him play on. And it falls into the hands of Jordy Schroeder. Up ahead, left side, nice block from McAllister as Williams tried to go to the rim. Greenbacks prevent the transition bucket. Hughes up ahead, didn't like the look, had Winklepleck underneath the rim. Hughes stepped through, off the glass, not there. Sowers trying to keep it alive, and a foul will come on the floor.
Sowers doing a great job at the position that she needed and fought through it, fought through the contact and kept going with it.
Tess Williams will pick up her third personal foul, fourth team foul of the Dragons this quarter. 2:03 remains with Dragons on top 46-20. Hughes trying to get free on that three-point arc. Can't do it, drives baseline. Tough shot, goes, and she'll go to the line.
A great move by Hope right there. She pivoted well, went up strong through the contact, and got the and one.
Jordy Schroeder will pick up her second foul, fifth team foul on the Dragons. First trip of the night for Hughes to the free throw line. Knocks it down, completes the three-point play.
That is the fifth team foul on the Dragons, so with the remaining 2 minutes left in the game, Greenbacks can get to the charity stripe.
See if they can take advantage of it. Feels like this game's being tightened up a little bit the way they're letting them play. See if the Greenbacks can turn it into some free throw opportunities before the quarter ends. Dragons working the ball around the perimeter. High post flash not there. Now baseline to Schroeder. And Winklepleck jumps in front of that for the steal. Hughes in no hurry, gonna slow this down, jog it across half court. Picked up by Jordy Schroeder. Dragons in man-to-man defense. Start it right side to Forsberg. Forsberg off the Sowers screen. Kick out to Hughes, but picked off by Williams. Williams has a runner on the other side. Can she find her? Schroeder, yes. Jordy Schroeder, 19 points on the night for the Dragons. Hughes back the other way, 50 seconds on the clock. Looking for Myers, cutting to the rim. Good look, Myers too short. And the Dragons with another opportunity here in transition. Schroeder out front, kicks it far side. Now they'll reset. Jordy Schroeder gets it back, three-point bucket. Wow, knocks it down. Jordy Schroeder, 6 three-point buckets in this ballgame. 3 in the first, 3 in the third. Has the Dragons on top, 51-23. Greenbacks trying to get off a good shot to close out this third quarter. Hughes dribble drive, Forsberg, she'll try a three, front of the rim. Drops down into the hands of the Dragons. Needs a quick shot, and Schroeder can't get it off. The third quarter will end 51-23. Dragons on top, led by the hot hand of Jordy Schroeder. Stick around, we've got fourth quarter action when we return here on Thunder Country.
Escape into your ultimate outdoor getaway with the help of Uni Landscapes, your local full-service landscape design and construction company specializing in landscapes, hardscapes, patios, sprinkler systems, water features, and snow removal services. They create your dream space by incorporating design elements unique to you and your family. Uni Landscapes serves Pratt and the surrounding area and is open Monday through Friday. Call 620-672-3301 to transform your outdoor space today.
Need proof that Pratt has something for you? Living in Pratt is second to none with a fitness center, added new wings on an already impressive regional medical center, even an art museum. Pratt has dynamic downtown shopping, lots of hunting and fishing, and over 200 acres for outdoor lovers. Pratt is a great place to work and raise a family with beautiful older homes and new developments. Progressive, proud, and visionary. Proof that Pratt has something for you.
Oh, welcome back. So we start fourth quarter action here on Thunder Country. It's been all Dragons through the last two quarters. They lead at 51-23, unbeaten coming into this ballgame, and you can see why after seeing them play for 3 quarters. It's not their size advantage. It is their athleticism, hustle, and sharpshooting from Jordy Schroeder. that has been impressive to this point. It'll be Greenback ball going left to right. Myers, an early take to the rim, defended well. Winkelpleck there, chases down the loose ball off the foot of Wills, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Greenbacks. With Jordy Schroeder through 3 quarters, 22 points, 6 of those beyond the arc. She has not missed more than, I believe, 2. I believe she's only missed 2. Sowers on that low right block. Wills gets a hand in it, swats it away. Well, that's the other storyline, the quick hands from Addison Wills.
There's a reason why she's the lead in steals.
Boy, she's been impressive.
She has been.
And a tie up in the paint. Going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to the Dragons. Wills up the court, right side corner 3 off the mark from Ainsley Farmer. Long rebound pulled down by Forsberg. Looking up ahead, has Myers on the baseline. Defense catches up, can't do anything with it. She'll have to dribble out and reset. Top of the key, picks it up, needs some help. Myers working that perimeter, shot clock at 12. Trying to get by Farmer, tough shot, Sowers underneath, can't finish. Has her hands on the rebound, put back no good. But Sowers gonna go to the free throw line. Ainsley Farmer will pick up her second. Hard shot from Sowers off the backboard, doesn't fall. Second shot, front of the rim, that one goes. Sowers goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Wills and the Dragons bringing the ball up the other way. 6:45 to play here in this 4th quarter. Bernal down low, has some trouble. Kick out, Piper Schroeder will try a 3. A high bounce, doesn't go. Wills keeps it alive. Bernal at the elbow, and they're gonna get Myers with her first foul.
Foul's called number 3 for the Greenbacks, Henry Myers. That was her first.
McAllister gonna check into the ball game. Give Sowers a breather. Wills the inbounds, and Schroeder and Wills miscommunication there. Schroeder wanted to give it right back to her. Wills was cutting out to that corner. It'll be Forsberg and Hughes up the court for the Greenbacks. Near side to Myers. Left side backs it out. Picks it up, needs some help. Forsberg bounce pass to McAllister. Wants to take that baseline left side off the backboard, and a push from behind. Foul will go against Piper Schroeder, her first foul.
That is her first,
Second team foul for the Dragons. Greenbacks working around the perimeter in the hand of Myers. Picked up by Farmer, finds Hughes at the free throw line, trying to create some space. Has to do it with the step back, and a tough shot pulled down by Nedick. Nedick out front running, knowing she can push the pace. And a whistle on Winkelpleck. Third foul on Winkelpleck. Wills to inbounds on the baseline, comes into the corner. Bernal dribble drive in, tied up at her waist, and a travel. Somebody got a hand on that ball, tied it up down around her hip. 5:40 to play here in the 4th, 51-24. Myers, good take to the rim, but got off balance just towards the end. Leaning too far forward. Dragons trying to turn another transition opportunity into points, but they'll have to pull it back out and reset. Piper Schroeder, right side. Skip pass to Wills. Nice entry pass down low to Williams. Wills gets it right back in the corner. That's the third or fourth time tonight we've seen Wills take that left baseline and be able to blow right by two Greenback defenders. That baseline just not getting sealed off. You've got to step to it to where you leave them no option to either go out of bounds or pull up, stop dribbling, and kick it back out.
That's right. You know, it's one of those, you got to know where she's going. She's done a great job of getting through all that. So you got to really slide your feet over and sometimes open your hips and just sprint to get back in front of them.
And that was the fourth foul on Winklepleck. Sowers will check into the ballgame for Winklepleck. Wills with one more free throw on the way. Missed the first. Second free throw. That one rattles out as well. Sowers with the defensive board. Once again, Wills making it tough on Hughes to get a shot off. Hughes just tries something. But a tough shot. And the rebound goes the way of the Dragons. Wills showing off her dribbling behind the back, kicks it out to Schroeder, right wing. High shot off the glass into the hands of Forsberg. Both teams struggling to score in this fourth quarter. The lone point coming at the free throw line for the Greenbacks. Neither team with a field goal in this fourth. Hughes comes out to get it. Tough pass. Looking for McAllister down on that low block, but defended well. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Greenbacks. I'd like to see Hughes go ahead and pull up from beyond the arc there, 3 feet out. That defender's going to back off. See how hot you are. Forsberg will step in, and a whistle may come from McAllister over the back there. It does. McAllister picks up her second, fourth team foul. Schroeder thought about another three there. Instead, swings it back to Wills in the corner. Now she'll come out, set her feet in the corner. Three, high bounce, no good. A rare miss for Jordy Schroeder beyond the arc for the Dragons. And the Greenbacks again outrunning. Myers, she'll try a three. Spins in and somehow out. McAllister, backside putback doesn't go. Sowers underneath doesn't go. And they will get the foul on Ainsley Farmer underneath.
That's her third. On line shooting 2 is Addison Sowers.
Sowers at the free throw line, doesn't hit.
Subbing in now for the Lady Greenbacks, number 0, Kinley Hildebrand.
Kinley Hildebrand will check in for the first time tonight for the Greenbacks. And a high shot off the rim. Sowers goes 0-2 at the free throw line. Dragons back the other way. Will's going to try a three-point bucket. Good. That puts Addison Wills into double digits. She's got 11 on the night for the Dragons. And that does enact the running clock. Makes it a 30-point margin, 54-24 here in the fourth quarter. Myers right side. Forsberg, she'll try a three. Sails off the right side of the rim. A couple more substitutions now as Laney, don't call me Hannah Ritz, checks into the ball game. Alongside Emerson Bailey. Dragons bring the ball up the court. 2:38 to play. We do have the running clock now for the remainder of this ball game. 54-24 your score. Dragons trying to penetrate the paint. Ball off the foot. Dragons keep it alive. Nearly chased down by the Greenbacks. Dragons have numbers now. Going to try a three. That one in and out. Good attempt for Madison Mabry. It'll go to the Greenbacks. Bailey left side, comes back to Forsberg. Forsberg off the dribble, nothing there, hands it to Bailey. Comes out to Myers. Myers going to try another three. That one goes, the second of the night for Emery Myers. Dragons work at left side, good motion. And the Dragons find the cutting Quinn Conrad to the bucket. Ritz, top of the key. Whistle here, stopping the clock for not sure what reason.
Yeah, I don't know. They're jump ball and then substitutions. And
now they get it going. Greenbacks come in. Myers going to try another three. That one front of the rim, too short. Ritz there for the rebound. Kick out. Bailey going to try a three from the far corner. Myers underneath, keeps it alive. Put back. She'll go to the free throw line.
Foul's called number 34, Caroline Denno. That's her first quarter. Team foul line, shooting two, Emma Myers.
Caroline Dino on the foul for the Dragons. Myers at the free throw line. Back of the rim does not go. Second free throw from Myers. Too strong on that one. Long rebound, chased down. Annie Williams for the Dragons pulls it in. Dragons come left side, under 5 to go. Bailey nearly comes away with the steal. There's the fourth quarter buzzer. That will be your final score, 56-27. Dragons stay unbeaten. They improved to 10-0 on the season. The Greenbacks fall to 3-8. Stick around. We've got the Maydew Tebow Optometry postgame show when we return here on Thunder Country.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? Doug Gray Chevrolet in Pratt is your hometown destination for quality vehicles and exceptional service. From brand new Chevrolets to dependable, pre-owned options, you'll find the perfect fit for your lifestyle and budget. Their friendly, knowledgeable team makes buying easy, and their service department keeps you running strong long after the sale. When you want honesty, value, and a better way to buy, choose Doug Gray Chevrolet in Pratt. Experience the difference today.
When it comes to your health, trust Grace Clinic and Urgent Care in Pratt, conveniently located at 920 East 1st Street. Grace Clinic proudly serves Pratt and the surrounding area. Family nurse practitioner McKaylee Kirby provides primary care, urgent care, and sports physicals, and is accepting new patients and walk-ins. Open Monday through Friday, except Tuesdays, from 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to noon. Call 620-388-3086 today. That's Grace Clinic and Urgent Care, caring for your family close to home.
On the basketball court, a good offense is the best defense. You can count on me, Jamie Roach, your Farm Bureau agent, to be your family's point guard and defend you against whatever life throws your way. I am there to handle all your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs. Don't wait for the worst to happen when it comes to your insurance. Talk to me, Jamie Roach, today and see how I can help protect what matters most.
Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Clear, comfortable vision is one of life's greatest blessings. At Maydew Tebow Optometry, Doctors Troy Maydew, Seth Tebow, and Andrew Peaster are committed to helping you maintain healthy eyes and clear vision. Prevention and early intervention are the keys to your eyes, providing that clear and comfortable vision your entire life. Regular comprehensive eye examinations are essential in identifying conditions that can damage your sight. Call us at Maydew Tebow Optometry for an appointment today or visit us at maydewtebow.com.
Welcome back to the Maydew Tebow Optometry postgame show here on Thunder Country. The Lady Greenbacks 3-8 on the season now after that loss to the Dragons, 56-27 your final score. That was an impressive Dragon team that we saw on the court tonight. You wondered 9-0, how good are they? They showed it tonight.
They did. You know, coming out in the first quarter, I thought the ladies did a really good job of sticking with them. They didn't let the game get out of hand. They were, you know, getting shots up. They were getting rebounds. They were playing with them. But in that second quarter, the Halstead Dragons really turned it on and got up and down the court and got a lot of transition layups.
Yeah, that first quarter, 13-9. The Greenbacks played with them all right during that first quarter. You thought, okay, if we can do this for 4 quarters, the Greenbacks may be in this ball game and maybe can do something magical. Second quarter came around, and towards about the 5-minute mark, the Dragons really ran away with it from there. Closed out that second quarter on a 15-0 run and took a 31-14 lead into halftime. In that third quarter, I thought we came out. The girls got their legs back a little bit at halftime. It felt like that energy was back there, a little bit of pep in their step, and then played the third quarter not too bad against this Dragon team. Kind of went bucket for bucket with them. It was really that second quarter that just did all the damage. And again, on the back of Jordy Schroeder. So impressive from beyond the arc. 6 3-point buckets for her tonight.
Yeah, she had a great night. Impressive player. You know, she's not the only one. That's the thing about it. They got 3 or 4 really good players that can finish, that get out and run. Very athletic, very active hands on defense. Wills on the defensive side was a very big headache for the ladies tonight.
Impressive. And that makes it tough when ball handling is something that the Greenbacks at times have struggled with this season, especially if Hope Hughes is not on the court. And then you've got a defensive specialist in Addie Wills out there for the Dragons that just wreaks havoc on the defensive side. It turned into a lot of points and a lot of fast break opportunities for that Dragon team.
Yeah, I thought the ladies did a good job of handling their press. It was kind of the trap, maybe picking the ball up a little early and not going to help. You know, if you're trapped, there's somebody open and they got to go find the open spot to get the ball. But
a learning experience for the Greenbacks. Another one where hopefully you can take some things away from it. If you're Coach Troyan and the girls, I think you can point to that first quarter, even the third and the fourth. Again, that second quarter is the one where it just really got away from us, getting outscored 16-5 in that second quarter. And then you just can't give a good team like Halstead a type of lead like that to play with if you want to try to get back into the game.
Yeah, that's right. You know, one thing I was very impressed and happy with the girls tonight was their rebounding. They did a really good job of rebounding the ball. You know, we had Myers with 1, Forsberg had 5, Winkelpleck had 4, McAllister had 7. Sowers had a great night underneath with 9, and Hughes pulled down 3.
Yeah, probably out-rebounded the Dragons when you look at team rebounds. A lot of them, we just couldn't finish. Some of those offensive rebounds right around the rim that you just think, just put it right back up, don't come down with it. And the girls not able to do it and end up 56-27. Your score. They'll be back in action on Friday against Hoisington, on the road against Hoisington before they start the busy week that will be the Hoisington tournament the week to follow. So 56-27 your final score as we run down some final stats. Forsberg with 2 points, Winkelplex 7, Hope Hughes finished with 9, Sowers with 3, Myers with 6 for the Greenbacks. On the Dragon side, Wills with 11, Williams with 2. Jordy Schroeder led the way of all scorers, 22 points on the night. Piper Schroeder with 6. Annika Nedick 7. Conrad with 2. And Bernal with 4. Ham Auction buckets for Booster Club update. The Greenbacks came into tonight's ballgame. 28 made 3-point buckets on the night. And the only Greenback adding to that total tonight was freshman Embry Myers. Knocked down 2 from beyond the arc. So it takes the Greenbacks total to 30 made 3-point buckets. And why do we always mention that? Because the good folks at Ham Auction, John and Kevin, they're donating $5 for every made 3-point bucket this season to the Greenback Booster Club on both the girls' total and the boys' total. So
yeah, we thank you for that, fellas.
A fun promotion that they've been doing, 3rd year running now, and a great way to do something different and give back to the Greenback Booster Club, as they're always great with everything Greenback related. So thanks to John and Kevin again. Time for the Timish Electric Player of the Game. Haven't really thought about this one, so we're kind of putting ourselves on the spot as we talk this one out loud. Hughes finished with 9 points. You mentioned Sowers with the 9 rebounds. An impressive night for her to go with her 3 points. What are your thoughts on Timish Electric Player of the Game?
You know, I'd even have to throw Dahlia Winkelpleck in there. She had some really good moves tonight. Kind of got back into a groove tonight. Nice to see her to do that. She battled well underneath. So I don't know. It's probably a toss-up.
Toss-up, and Winkelpleck had the 7 points to go with her rebound total. We're going to shift tonight, though. I feel like rebounds leading the way tonight. It was a good night for the Greenbacks on the board, so Addison Sowers will take home our Timish Electric Player of the Game with the 9 boards on the offensive and defensive side. So congratulations to Addison Sowers. We'll take a break, and when we come back, it'll be time to get you all set for tip-off on the men's side of things. Don't go anywhere. More Greenback basketball when we return.
This is Terry from Gatlin Meckler's Pharmacy. On display in our pharmacy is a nice assortment of over-the-counter items and a wide array of medical supplies, which includes knee scooters, walkers, canes, and bathroom items. We bill Medicare for respiratory supplies and immunizations. Our preferred pricing on prescriptions will get you through the door, and our customer service will get you to come back. Be sure to stop in today and see us on Country Club Road in Pratt.
Uh-oh, that's a sound no one wants to hear. Pratt Glass has been helping homes and business owners with everything glass for over 80 years. Whether your business suffered a break-in over the weekend or you're needing to replace old leaky windows, and they also offer automotive glass repairs, automotive details, screens, dragging door adjustments, residential window replacement, storefronts, and
This is Terry from Gatlin Meckler's Pharmacy. On display in our pharmacy is a nice assortment of over-the-counter items and a wide array of medical supplies, which includes knee scooters, walkers, canes, and bathroom items. We bill Medicare for respiratory supplies and immunizations. Our preferred pricing on prescriptions will get you through the door, and our customer service will get you to come back. Be sure to stop in today and see us on Country Club Road in Pratt.
When it comes to real estate, folks want to work with someone they know and trust. I'm John Hamm with Hamm Auction and Real Estate. Whether you're buying a home, selling land, or thinking about an auction, Kevin and I take the time to walk you through every step. No pressure, just honest local advice. We're proud supporters of the Pratt High Greenbacks and proud to be a part of this community. Give me a call at 620-450-7481 or Kevin at 620-770-2381. Hamm Auction and Real Estate, local knowledge you can trust.
It's a fact. A custom cow mineral does not have to cost more. Actually, it might be just what you need to improve your cow herd. The friendly and helpful professionals at Extra Factors in Pratt are available to sit down and discuss your operations needs and goals. From custom protein supplements and liquid protein to bulk commodities and possible mineral formulation. Find it all at Extra Factors. Call 620-672-5616 and speak with Levi Macbeth for all your nutritional needs. Extra Factors. We put the extra into cattle nutrition.
This is Jeff.
And Jared.
At Intergreen Services, proud supporter of the Pratt Greenbacks.
Around here we say one call fixes it all. From HVAC, plumbing, septic, electrical, and even water well service. We're your hometown team you can count on, just like the Greenbacks on game day.
We're proud to stand behind our athletes, our school, and our community.
So when something needs fixing at home, call Intergreen at 620-672-2338 or visit intergreenservices.com.
Intergreen Services, neighbors helping neighbors, always cheering for the Greenbacks.
Welcome back to the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show here on Thunder Country as we get you all set for tip-off the 9-1 Pratt High Greenback set to take on the 4-7 Dragons. We talked with Coach Batten in the halftime. of that girls game and said, that's unfamiliar coming out of our mouth, saying 9-1. First time the Greenbacks are going to be playing a ball game after coming off of a loss in that Saturday battle against the unbeatens, and it was Pratt against Wichita Collegiate, the number 1 ranked team in the 3A division. And Coach Batten said it all week long, even post-game. That game was a measuring stick for his Greenback boys coming away from it with the loss. But if you didn't learn a lot from that ball game, boy, you don't get many opportunities like that throughout a season where you can play a game like that and know that a win doesn't hurt you, it only helps you. Well, Excuse me, a loss.
Yeah, the loss. That's what I was getting ready to say. You never want to lose, but when you do lose, it's how you handle it and how you learn from it. That's the main thing, and that's why I think Coach Batten really liked that Wichita Collegiate matchup. Like I said, we said it all week. So this is going to be a really good measuring stick of where we're at. And there were some good things, there were some bad things, but that tells you what you need to work on to make that late postseason run, and that's the ultimate goal.
And that was one of those games. That was a new thing, that Arc City crossover challenge. They
I really
called
enjoyed it.
It was an invitational played at Newman University. And when that idea in that game was proposed to Coach Batten, when the scheduling came out, he said, we'll play in that, but he wanted Wichita Collegiate. That was the condition. He said, we'll play, but we want the matchup to be Wichita Collegiate, because he knew this was going to be a year. Everything that was on the vision board for this Greenback team was to make a deep run late in this season, and you've got to get tested along the way. So he wanted to put that on the schedule, so it wasn't a bunch of 30-point wins here and there. You've got to play those tough opponents, and the Greenbacks Saturday definitely played a tough opponent. Boy, Collegiate was, they were an impressive team, and the Greenbacks played them well, all but that 1 second quarter where the Greenbacks were outscored 20-9 in that second quarter. Ended up 74-59 was the final score in that ball game, but boy, a lot of positives to take away from the Greenbacks. And if you're Coach Batten, he mentioned their shooting percentage there in that, interview. Over 60% from the field, 50% from beyond the arc.
And still lose the game.
Somehow, they still lost that game. So Coach Batten, it was a good day of basketball. They'll have the Dragons coming up here. We've got Coach Stroyan coming to the table now, so we'll take a quick 60-second break, get her all mic'd up, and when we come back, talk with her about that ball game that we just got wrapped up with. Stick around, more Greenback basketball and Coach Stroyan when we come back.
Are you interested in building a new home or remodeling your current one? If so, give J.A. Knight & Sons a call today. This is Chase Scully with J.A. Knight & Sons, and we are the area's premier general contractor and have been serving the Pratt and surrounding area for over 50 years with superior quality and attention to detail. We specialize in high-end residential and commercial construction and have now expanded our services to include pre-engineered metal buildings. J.A. Knight & Sons is a proud supporter of Greenback Athletics and would like to help turn your next dream into reality.
Exceptional dentistry, right in your neighborhood. At Pratt Family Dental, Dr. Carson Hopkins and Dr. Stephen Coons are here to keep your smile healthy and bright. From routine cleanings to advanced care, our team has the expertise and technology to handle all your dental needs with comfort and confidence. Because at Pratt Family Dental, it's not just about teeth, it's about family, trust, and smiles that last a lifetime. Call today to schedule your appointment with Dr. Hopkins or Dr. Coons. Pratt Family Dental, where exceptional care meets friendly faces.
Welcome back to Greenback basketball here on Thunder Country. Now joined by head coach Emma Stroyan after her Lady Greenbacks. A tough loss, 56-27, but against a very good opponent in the now 10-0 Halstead Dragons. Coach, when you have a team like that on the schedule, defending 3A state champions, coming to your home gym, a Greenback team that has seen some struggles this season, what's the mindset going into that ball game for your girls?
I told the girls at the beginning, just pick one thing that you're going to focus on and do it the best you can, the best of your ability. And we came out first quarter, and I thought we did pretty darn good with rebounding. We held them, 9-13, I think
it was a 4-point game.
Yep, and we read the defense a little bit. They didn't quite know what kind of defense we were going with. Was it man, was it zone? So I think we got our hands on a lot of passes, and we did great first quarter, and we just, like you said before, don't have the depth to kind of finish that out.
It does, and you could just see it kind of start to, as that game went on, it just started to wear on the pace that the Dragons wanted to play in that ball game and get out and run without that depth of being able to get those fresh legs in the game and having to wait for half times and timeouts. it carried over that second quarter. Then the Dragons close it out on a 15-0 run, and then you go into the locker room. But it looked like whatever that message at halftime was, maybe the rest, maybe the message, the second half, the girls came out and really played much better in that third quarter.
Yep, I thought so too. Most of their points came from fast break transition points that second quarter, and they would get the rebound and just launch it. So the girls were kind of hesitant to get back, and we talked about it like, hey, we got to at least defend the layup. We have to at least make them pull them out and, set up an offense and stuff. And I thought they did pretty good with that, but we just couldn't hang on.
Sowers had a good game on the boards. We had her for 9 rebounds on the night in a game where she wasn't quite mismatched height-wise when it came down to a battle of just physicality. Boy, Addison Sowers is going to win that one 90% of the time.
Oh, yeah. She had some great rebounds tonight. I'm pretty sure she had one where she reached up with one hand and brought it in, and that was great to see. And, she kind of sets the tone as the middleman, like, this is how we're going to rebound, don't come in my house type of thing, and she did really good with that tonight. So... and then Dally Winklepleck, I thought, did really well, too, just to being able to take it to the basket. I thought she played a lot more confidently tonight, especially in the post, and just having another option for us at the high post. So
and another player that continues to show more confidence is the more minutes that she's been asked to play is Emery Myers. Had 2 big 3-point buckets tonight for the Greenbacks, and just as this season's gone on, her role has gotten bigger and bigger each game, and she's really stepping into it.
Yes, absolutely. We were practicing in practice too, and she was shooting that last-minute buzzer beater, and she made like 2 of them in practice right before this. I said, Emery, you better be ready for this game, and sure enough, tonight she had that buzzer beater. So that was a big confidence boost, I think, for her too, just being able to step in and having the confidence first to shoot it, and then she made it last second like that. That was awesome.
Well, your Greenbacks on the road Friday as you head to Hoisington to close out the week. How do you get the Greenbacks rebounded from this loss to get on the road and head to a league opponent?
Yep, Hoisington I think is going to be pretty comparable to us. They don't have a ton of depth either. I think it's definitely something we can set our eyes on is, play hard, and we may be able to take that game away, but we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves and have a quarter like we did tonight in the first quarter, and we'll be ready to take it to them.
All right, thanks, Coach Troy. And that's Coach Troy and the Lady Greenbacks, 56-27. 3-8 on the season now. Always appreciate your time, Coach, post-game.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, that's head coach Emma Troy, and when we return, we'll get you set for tip-off on the boys' side.
Are you interested in building a new home or remodeling your current one? If so, give J.A. Knight & Sons a call today. This is Chase Golly with J.A. Knight & Sons, and we are the area's premier general contractor and have been serving the Pratt and surrounding area for over 50 years with superior quality and attention to detail. We specialize in high-end residential and commercial construction and have now expanded our services to include pre-engineered metal buildings. J.A. Knight & Sons is a proud supporter of Greenback Athletics and would like to help turn your next dream into reality.
Exceptional dentistry, right in your neighborhood. At Pratt Family Dental, Dr. Carson Hopkins and Dr. Stephen Coons are here to keep your smile healthy and bright. From routine cleanings to advanced care, our team has the expertise and technology to handle all your dental needs with comfort and confidence. Because at Pratt Family Dental, it's not just about teeth, it's about family, trust, and smiles that last a lifetime. Call today to schedule your appointment with Dr. Hopkins or Dr. Coons. Pratt Family Dental, where exceptional care meets friendly faces.
Welcome back as we get you all set for tip-off here. It's the boys, 9-1, set to take on the 4-7 Halstead Dragons. Dragons, new coach this season, not a new face for Coach Batten and Greenbacks. If you've been around the CKL for long, you know the face of Lonnie Paramore, 17 seasons at Haven. Not there anymore now, first-year head coach at Halstead. So the coaching pedigree definitely on the bench of this Halstead team, and he's shown what he can do when he gets a group of kids under his tutelage. And you can expect very quickly that culture is going to form at Halstead under what Lonnie Paramore has been able to do in his coaching tenure.
Yeah, when he was at Haven, it was always that, oh, man, we got Haven this week. No matter what their record was, they were always going to play us tough and give us a ball game, and it was the same way last year. We had a really good squad. They had a good squad. That's going back to the Haven days, but we're going to have to see
and
what
one
he
of
does.
those things that is famous with the Lonnie Paramore coach team is that 1-3-1 zone defense. Yeah, reminds you of watching Syracuse back in the day. They play that 1-3-1 defense so well, and you don't see it a lot of times throughout the season. So sometimes the first time you do see it, it's tough to contend with. It throws you all out of sorts a little bit. And so the Greenbacks, it'll be a good test for them tonight to see it for, haven't seen it much this season. Sometimes we'll see it from Wellington here and there, but the Greenbacks, I like the odds tonight. Coming off of that loss against Collegiate, you know they want to get back on the court and show what they learned in that ball game. And we're going to have to take another break before we see it, as we got the national anthem coming our way. And when we come back, starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Don't go anywhere.
Are you a sports fan looking for a great place to grab a bite to eat? Look no further than Legends Cafe, located in Pratt, Kansas, on Highway 54. Legends is open 6 days a week and serves up mouth-watering burgers, fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, and much more. And don't forget about their daily specials. Legends is proud to support Greenback sports and all the local teams. So whether you're celebrating a big win or just need to refuel after the game, Legends has you covered. Come on down to Legends, and we'll take care of the rest.
At Timish Electric, we light up your world with reliable and efficient electrical services. Our team of skilled and certified electricians is dedicated to providing top-notch service for all your electrical needs. From residential, commercial, or industrial needs, we ensure your electrical systems are safe, reliable, and up to code. Contact us today at 620-672-9334 to schedule a consultation. Timish Electric, proudly serving Pratt and the surrounding areas' electrical needs for over 25 years.
Welcome back to the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show here on Thunder Country. A beautiful rendition of the national anthem from Mr. Brandon Wade and his very talented high school singers. As they set the stage for a matchup here, it'll be your 9-1 Greenbacks taking on the 4-7 Dragons, and now get you set for starting lineups. And we will start it off with the Dragons of Halstead. Number 4, a 5'7" junior, Reese Carmichael. Number 5, 5'11" sophomore, Damian Willock. Number 14, 5'10" senior, Carlos Martinez. Number 21, 6'2" junior, Noah Brantley. And number 22, 6'6" senior, Mario Diaz. The Dragons led by head coach Lonnie Paramore, assisted by Justin Schneider and Braxton Miller. And for your Pratt High Greenbacks, number 0, 5'10" junior, Hudson Titus. Number 4, 5'11" junior, Kyler Barker. Number 5, 6' sophomore, Cade Leggett. Number 20, 6'6" senior, Arlie Morrell. And number 33, a 6'2" junior, Caleb Strong. The Greenbacks led by head coach Chris Batten, assisted by Tyler Strong and Parker Titus. And with that, a final run through of the human tunnel from Arlie Morrell. And it'll be moments away from tip-off here, as the Greenbacks back on their home court after that trip to Newman University on Saturday. And they look to get back in the win column here against the Dragons. Looking up and down that Dragon lineup, the 6'6" Mario Diaz is who Arlie Morrell will have to contend with. Coach Batten mentioned the hot hand of Damian Willock and his ability to score from the perimeter, something the Greenbacks will have to keep in check. But you like the Greenbacks to probably get out run in transition, as they like to do so much.
Yeah, you're watching that Willock. Willock out here in warm-ups, and he's got a really high, pretty release, and just in warm-ups he didn't miss very much. So you know the Greenbacks are really going to have to keep an eye on him this evening.
Well, you know, and that was a lesson they learned real quick at Haven last week playing against Brogan Ray, is that a shooter like that on the perimeter, you cannot give him much space. As it will be Arlie Morrell set to match up against Mario Diaz at center court to start this ball game off, and we are underway. Arlie Morrell comes away with the opening tip into the hands of Kyler Barker. The Greenbacks going right to left on your radio dial in the home white uniforms. Dragons in the road blues. Barker in the paint. Kick out. Strong going to try an early three. Caleb Strong. Third game in a row.
I think it was the third game. I was getting ready to say that.
Has started this ball game off with a bucket from beyond the arc.
coming off a great game last Saturday against Collegiate.
His biggest game of the season, and a ball thrown outside the hands. Whitlock, the intended receiver, he was cutting when the pass was coming his way, so a turnover by the Greenback defense. But Kyler Barker bringing the ball up the court. Left side, Morrell, Liggett. Baseline skip pass back to Strong. He'll try another one. Got it to go! Oh, this could be a fun one. Caleb Strong, 2 for 2 early in this ball game, has the Greenbacks on top, 6-0. Tie up ahead. Morrell from Strong at the free throw line. Can't get it to go. The rim rattled it too much and bounced it out. Dragons back the other way, trying to answer with their first bucket of the night. Diaz on the perimeter, swings it to Carmichael. Carmichael puts it on the court, gonna dribble out now, come back center court, and put it in the hands of Willock. Willock defended by Titus. Carmichael back top of the key. Nothing there for Martinez, back to Willock. Leggett, good defense, forces Willock to the baseline, into the hands of Morrell. Morrell looking up ahead to run. Gets it in the hands of Barker. Nice body control by Kyler Barker. And an 8-0 run for the Greenbacks forces a timeout from Coach Paramore at the 6:21 mark. Full timeout, we'll take one with him. More Greenback basketball when we return.
Mead Lumber in Pratt is looking better than ever. Stop by and see our brand new renovations with the same friendly faces you know and trust. Whether you're tackling a big project or just need supplies for the weekend, Mead Lumber has you covered with quality products and expert service. We're proud to be a part of this community and even more proud to support the hardworking athletes of Pratt High School. Mead Lumber, building relationships, building Pratt.
To keep your equipment running, count on BTI for bulk oil delivered directly to your farm. Now BTI delivers 3 times the product, and it's quicker than ever. Our trucks travel up to 150 miles from any of our 6 stores, delivering premium oil, hydraulic fluid, and DEF, up to 1,500 gallons in just 30 minutes. It's another way to save you time and money. Call any of our 6 BTI locations or visit btioil.com. BTI, our family in partnership with your family.
Welcome back. 6:21 to play early here in the first quarter, and a full timeout needed by head coach Lonnie Paramore to calm his Dragons down after the quick 8-0 start by the Greenbacks here in this ball game.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better start from the Greenbacks. I mean, they come out with Caleb Strong firing 2 threes. Kyler Barker's attacking the rim. It's been a great start for the Greenbacks.
Good perimeter defense by Strong and a tough shot forced by Carmichael. Diaz there for the putback. He'll go to the line.
Mario Diaz will be on the line shooting 2.
I believe they're going to get Caleb Strong his first team foul. You mentioned that big game from Strong on Saturday, 26 points, his season high against that Collegiate Spartan team. At the free throw line. Boy, we've seen more balls spin out of the rim tonight on both ends. A lot in that ladies game, and right there, Mario Diaz, a ball that looked like it was in, spins out. Second free throw, too strong, back of the rim. Liggett there for the rebound. Up ahead, has Morrell trailing, gets it to him. Left side, Titus will try a 3 from the corner. Too short, front of the rim, but gets his own rebound. Kick out, Barker, Strong. Nice feed backside to Liggett, finishes. Great ball movement. Greenbacks on top, 10-0. Right out of the gate, 5:40 to play here in the first quarter. Near side, Carmichael, back up top to Willock. Willock looking backside, Brantley cutting, not able to find him, has to give it back to Carmichael. Titus nearly comes away with the steal, and a reach-in foul.
Foul ball number 0 for the Greenbacks, Hudson Titus. That is his first.
Titus will pick up his first second team foul on the Greenbacks. Carmichael into Brantley. Brantley, nice bounce pass. Diaz spins, can't finish, fighting for his own rebound. Gets it, goes back up. Second chance not there, and Morrell pulls down the board. Strong pushing it up ahead to Liggett. Liggett takes it to the rim, can't finish that time. Greenbacks looking for their third stop in a row here. 3-point bucket. There's that shooting from Willock. Corner three puts the Dragons on the board at the 5:01 mark. They trail it 10-3. Greenbacks come back to Liggett in the corner. Now reverse it, Barker, far corner. Baseline drive, Morrell backside. Nobody there, able to just put it up and in uncontested. Morrell's first bucket of the night has the Greenbacks back on top 9. Carmichael into the corner, Martinez. Good defense from Liggett. Martinez has to get rid of it. Top of the key, Martinez back to Carmichael. Willett coming back out for it. He's gonna test that hot hand, a dribble drive to the paint. Hand in there, Morrell now up ahead to Barker. Titus trailing, Barker left side, knocked out by Reese Carmichael. No whistle on the play. Gonna say clean strip from Carmichael. Good defense on that transition from Reese Carmichael. Poor and Laura gonna check into the ball game for the Greenbacks. Noah Deal will check in for the Dragons. Laura in the corner. I don't think he thought he was going to be that open when he turned to square the bucket up. Deal pushing the ball up the court. Skip pass to Willock in the corner. Now Deal gets it right back, and the dribble drive trying to get by Poor. Good defense. They're going to say a whistle. I believe going to be on the shot, and we'll send Noah Deal to the free throw line. Cressida Poor will pick up his first foul, third team foul, and that will send Noah Deal to the free throw line. First free throw rattles out as Barker and Landic season will check into the ball game for the first time. Such an impact player last season, coming off of an injury, makes his first appearance, and Deal knocks down the second free throw.
Yeah, DeMuth plays with a lot of energy out there. He brings that for the Greenbacks. Just another tool at Coach Batten's disposal.
Poor gonna try a corner three. Too strong, Laura, backside on the rebound. Titus now left wing. Swings it to Strong. Strong skip pass, Laura. Laura not known for his three-point shooting. Gets rid of it. DeMuth in the corner. Titus gonna try another one. That one looks good from here. Too strong. Bouncing around top of the backboard. Poor trying to keep it alive, but off his hands, out of bounds. .3:16 to play here in the opening quarter. Greenbacks on top 12-4 after a quick start. They jumped out on top 10-0 in this ball game. Laura top of the key. Calling this game a little closer than what we saw in the ladies action.
That will be the Greenbacks' fourth team foul.
You know,
3:08 left.
I think when a game's called close like that, it's to the detriment of Pratt. They like to play so aggressive, so in your face, ride that hip as close as they can. If that contact's not being granted, and an offensive foul that time. Reese Carmichael with the push-off on Laura. Picks up his first foul.
That just goes to show you the speed and determination of Laura there. He just did a great job of turning them 2 or 3 times. Got frustrated, tried going downhill, and got a little push off.
It is tough to shake off the defense of Carlito Lara, which made the performance by Kai Jennings at Collegiate that much more impressive when he would. Strong backside, has to go up and under with the right hand. Not there, DeMuth, put back no good. And the Dragons, the defensive board, back the other way. 2:38 to play, 12-4, still the score here. And a nice spin move from Carmichael, but Deal, but can't finish with the underhand layup under the rim. Titus back the other way, finds Laura in the corner. Laura swings it. Poor, far corner, baseline drive, stepped on the baseline. Morrell gonna check back into the ball game for Hudson Titus. Grayson Swift in the ball game for the Dragons. Willock brings the ball up the court, comes to Swift near side. Willock calling for it, gets it back, left open a little room, fires, not there. Morrell with the defensive pull down. Morrell, Poor gonna try one this corner. Doesn't go, too strong. Laura comes flying in, cleans it up, and got the putback to fall. Boy, Carlito Laura is fun to watch when he leaves the court. He's got such springs in those shoes. Swift near side, picked up by DeMuth. Martinez comes back to deal. Poor, good defense. Spin move doesn't fool him. Drop down to Martinez. DeMuth, the steal. Can he stay with it and keep it alive? Yes. Now we'll wait for the defense to catch up. Finds the trailing Morrell. Poor, corner three again. Got that one to go. Kristen Poor. Third three-point bucket for the Greenbacks this quarter. Has them on top 17-4, 1:10 to play in the first. Down low to Diaz, trying to back down Morrell. Morrell contends, and the block. A foul on the backside. That was probably a fortunate foul for the Dragons, as Strong
was shrieking down.
Was half a court ahead of the nearest defender. Substitutions again for Coach Batten as Laura, Poor, and DeMuth check out of the ball game. Start the offense left side to Titus. Back to Barker, into the corner to Strong. Pump fake, picks it up, gets rid of it to Titus in the corner. Now Morrell comes out on the baseline to get it. 14 on the shot clock. Hot pass to Barker, he's got to chase it down. Barker gonna take it to the rim, doesn't hit anything. Tipped out of bounds, it'll go to the Dragons. Shot clock turned off, 30 seconds on the game clock. It'll be Willock bringing the ball up the court for the Dragons. Deal comes back to help. Liggett stands on the logo, waiting for him to cross half court. Deal waiting for this clock to execute the final play of the game. Clock at 10. Deal hits the court. Titus out front running, has Strong up ahead. Titus going to take it himself. Can't finish. And on the backside, Martinez, can they get a shot off? No, the Dragons not able to take advantage of it. The Greenbacks lead at 17-4 after one. Stick around, second quarter action when we return in 60 seconds here on Thunder Country.
For your fine dining experience, be sure to stop at Club D'Este in downtown Pratt, Western Kansas's premier steakhouse for over 50 years. They'll serve you the best with their friendly, attentive staff and home-cooked meal you desire. Also offering a full range of entertainment with live music and karaoke weekend nights. So come for food and stay for fun at Club D'Este in downtown Pratt. Open 7 nights a week.
This is Chris with Car Auction Real Estate. We've been proudly moving assets since 1965, with locations in Pratt and Larned servicing the surrounding counties.
Jamie here with Car Auction and Real Estate. While our marketing strategies clearly stand out, we stand strong on our principles of integrity, transparency, and reputation in our industry.
Whether it be buying, selling, auction, or appraisal needs, look us up online at carauction.com.
Good luck and go Greenbacks.
Welcome back, second quarter action here on Thunder Country, and your Greenbacks on top 17-4 after one quarter of play, where the Greenbacks got out on a 10-0 run to open that ball game up. Caleb Strong hot from that corner, 2 big threes. They'll be Dragon Ball to start this second quarter. Carmichael comes back to deal, top of the key. Martinez curling around, will fire beyond the arc, got it to fall. Carlos Martinez picks up his first bucket of the evening. Cuts the lead to 10, 17-7, Greenbacks on top. Morrell tipped away by Diaz. And it's gonna go to the Dragons. Last touch by Morrell, they say.
Yeah, that's one of those that's kind of skip pass on that 1-3-1 extended zone. Sometimes it's easier just to make the easy pass.
And when you've got the length of Diaz, 6'6", out there running that point of that 1-3-1 zone, that's what makes it difficult. Martinez working against Strong. Titus got a hand in there to bat it around, but the backside rebound and put back by Noah Brantley has the Dragons on a 5-0 run to start this second quarter.
Little momentum switch.
Titus to Strong in the corner. Working Morrell on the block. Nice footwork and spin move by Arlie Morrell. Felt the pressure coming from behind to his left. Put it on the court and spun to the right. Martinez going to try another one. That one in and out. Morrell pushing up ahead to Strong. Strong takes it himself to the rim. 6:35 to play. Greenbacks on top, 21-9. Martinez has to kick it out. Good defense by Strong. Diaz working against Titus, gets to the rim. Morrell tried to alter that shot, but Deal puts it high and out of his reach. A hard feat to do.
That was a good finish. Had to go up high.
Strong going to try another corner three. Knocked it down. Caleb Strong, his third of the night. Boy, he likes that far corner. That's where all three have come from. On the other end now, Dragons trying to answer with something. Carmichael, top of the key, picked up by Barker. Comes near side, Brantley. Swings it back to Deal. Diaz pulled out near the perimeter. Under 10 on the shot clock. Martinez looking baseline. Brantley has Strong backed up. Titus got a hand in there, can't come away with it, and they're going to say it'll stay with the Dragons, but they're only going to have 1 second on the shot clock. A well-defended possession from the Greenbacks here. And no time for Willock to even turn and shoot. They were looking for him in the corner, but as soon as he had his hands on that ball, shot clock expired, so it goes back to the Greenbacks. 5:30 to play here in the second with a 24-11 lead. Against that 1-3-1 zone, working it side to side now into the corner to Liggett. Tipped out of bounds by Carmichael. That is, you just can't have lazy passes against a long-reaching 1-3-1 zone.
The Greenbacks have done a good job this first half as far as moving the ball from side to side and making pretty crisp passes.
Liggett in the corner, comes back up to Titus, and that one nearly intercepted. DeMuth, backside find for Morrell. Morrell, again, an easy two from underneath the rim.
That was just a good look from DeMuth. Extra pass made for an easy basket.
26-11 at the 5-minute mark here in the second. Carmichael penetrating in, kick out to Willock. Gonna take the elbow jumper, tough shot, doesn't fall. Morrell there for the defensive board. Up ahead to Muth, finds the trailing Titus, kicks back out to Morrell, the extra pass to Barker in the corner. Back of the rim does not fall, and Brantley picks up a defensive board. Martinez, he's had a hot hand, tries from deep, doesn't go. DeMuth pulls it down. Morrell, here's that baseline drive. He likes to go to his left, stays in bounds. Barker cleans it up. Kick out to Titus. Greenbacks reset the offense. Morrell back up top. Barker, nice dribble drive. Tries to go high off the glass. It does not fall. Carmichael out front running now with the Dragons. Looking for the cut to the rim. Willock was looking for Brantley. A little too much on the pass. Brantley couldn't handle it. Oh, and a whistle on the foul. I thought that was ball out of bounds, and they got Barker on a foul, apparently.
Yep, they did get Barker on the foul.
So Barker picks up his first foul. Didn't see where that foul came from. Carmichael to inbounds for the Dragons. Comes up top to Willock, picked up by Titus. Wants to go left side, miscommunication, nearly lost it. Willock gets it back. Comes to Martinez, now to Swift, the give and go right back to Martinez, and he finishes. That's some good ball movement by the Dragons. Martinez with 5 points, all in this second quarter for the Dragons. Morrell, he'll try a three, plenty capable. Front of the rim, Strong there, offensive putback. Too soft, doesn't go. Can he get it the third time? Yes.
Strong having another great game tonight.
13 points on the night for Caleb Strong. He leads all scorers at the 3:20 mark and has the Greenbacks on top 28-13, and the unforced turnover by the Dragons puts it back in the hands of the Greenback offense.
When you say unforced on that turnover there, that is still caused by the Greenbacks' pressure on their defensive side. I mean, there's just no easy pass that they allow.
That's my football broadcast, and I'm so used to an unforced turnover. 3:08 here in the second. Greenbacks moving it around the perimeter. Titus, low pass at Morrell's feet, having trouble handling it, and the tie-up, a jump ball. That pass has either got to be 3 feet shorter or 3 feet higher. It can't be right at Morrell's feet, and Titus knows that. It's like I've heard the great coach Eric Thompson say on a throwdown from catcher, it's either got to be a long hop or no hop. You don't want that short hop
we just went to baseball
right
too.
At the glove. You want the long hop or the short or no hop. Same way with the bounce pass. Laura, a baseline jumper, too much on that one. Poor, good hustle on the backside. Doesn't go. Morrell in triple coverage. Can't finish. Dragons now, Deal pushing the other way, runs into Carlito Lara.
He's gonna pick up his second.
And he does. Carlito Lara picks up his second. It'll be the second team foul, and Kyler Barker will check back into the ballgame for Lara. Carmichael looking for Deal in the corner. Deal, good spin move, but right into the face of Arlie Morrell. Morrell gets some hands on it. Him and Diaz fight for it. Jump ball stays with the Dragons.
Yeah, that's a spin move that he did there, ran into Arlie Morrell. I wasn't know if he was expecting that.
Deal on the baseline to inbounds. Finally, at the last moment, Willock cutting to the rim. Nearly ran out of time. Damian Willock with 5 points for the Dragons.
Makes it a 28-15 ball game. Greenbacks on top with 2 minutes left.
Barker swings it to Poor in the corner. And gets it right back. Now to Strong in the short corner. One dribble in, swing pass. Poor gonna try a corner three. In and out again. Diaz there for the defensive rebound.
Diaz picked up his 5th board in the first half.
Titus up ahead, has Morrell. Morrell, nobody contesting this one. He's got all the time to show off, and he does. And the middle school section on the far side on their feet from that slam dunk from Arlie Morrell. 1:40 to play. Greenbacks on top 30-15. They've doubled up the Dragons. In the corner, Deal. Willock, fadeaway jump shot, good.
And he doesn't need much space, does he?
Got a pretty shot. Just a sophomore for Coach Paramore and this Dragon team. Strong the skip pass to Poor in the corner. Passes on that one. Now reset the offense with Morrell. Back to Titus. Titus nearly fired. Poor gonna try again. Too strong, a long backside rebound pulled down by Willock. Carmichael trying to shake off Strong, tough to do, has to get rid of it. Poor, nearly the steal at the top of the key. Deal will try a three. And Morrell pulls it down, looking to get out and run. Greenbacks don't have numbers, it's 2-on-2. Barker gonna press the issue. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul will go against Mario Diaz. His first. Barker at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Got it to fall. Poor Titus and Morrell all going to check out for a breather. Josiah Schmidt, Cade Liggett, and Landon DeMuth into the ball game. Barker, second shot. Barker goes 2 of 2 at the free throw line.
About a 10-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Carmichael working against Barker, top of the key. Willock trying to get freed up, but Liggett playing great defense out here on the perimeter. Top of the key, shot clock at 10. Willock working off the dribble, kick out to Martinez. Spin move, Willock in the corner, foot on the line, no good. Diaz pulls it down, goes back up left-handed. Doesn't have the touch, but he'll go to the free throw line. Josiah Schmidt will pick up his first foul. That'll send Mario Diaz to the free throw line. Second time tonight. First free throw falls. .8 showing on the clock. Second free throw from Diaz, good as well. So Diaz goes 2 of 2 at the free throw line. The Greenbacks with the full length of the court to travel have 9.8 seconds to do it and set up a shot. Strong comes back to get it. Up ahead to Barker. Barker past the first defender. Dribble in, gonna take it himself, but blocked. And now the Dragons, a double dribble. And we'll see if they put any time back on that clock. As it stands right now, 0.1 showing. If that's the case, not near enough time for the Greenbacks to get off a shot. That's what they're gonna go with. So Liggett to inbound on the far side. Strong turns, fires, and the buzzer sounds. Halftime lead for the Greenbacks, 32-19 against the Halstead Dragons. Stick around, we've got the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show when we return.
Escape into your ultimate outdoor getaway with the help of Uni Landscapes, your local full-service landscape design and construction company specializing in landscapes, hardscapes, patios, sprinkler systems, water features, and snow removal services. They create your dream space by incorporating design elements unique to you and your family. Uni Landscapes serves Pratt and the surrounding area and is open Monday through Friday. Call 620-672-3301 to transform your outdoor space today.
Need proof that Pratt has something for you? Living in Pratt is second to none with a fitness center, added new wings on an already impressive regional medical center, even an art museum. Pratt has dynamic downtown shopping, lots of hunting and fishing, and over 200 acres for outdoor lovers. Pratt is a great place to work and raise a family with beautiful older homes and new developments. Progressive, proud, and visionary. Proof that Pratt has something for you.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? Doug Gray Chevrolet in Pratt is your hometown destination for quality vehicles and exceptional service. From brand new Chevrolets to dependable, pre-owned options, you'll find the perfect fit for your lifestyle and budget. Their friendly, knowledgeable team makes buying easy, and their service department keeps you running strong long after the sale. When you want honesty, value, and a better way to buy, choose Doug Gray Chevrolet in Pratt. Experience the difference today.
When it comes to your health, trust Grace Clinic and Urgent Care in Pratt, conveniently located at 920 East 1st Street. Grace Clinic proudly serves Pratt and the surrounding area. Family nurse practitioner McKaylee Kirby provides primary care, urgent care, and sports physicals, and is accepting new patients and walk-ins. Open Monday through Friday, except Tuesdays, from 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to noon. Call 620-388-3086 today. That's Grace Clinic and Urgent Care, caring for your family close to home.
Oh, welcome back to the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show here on Thunder Country. The Greenbacks on top 32-19 after that first half of play. They started it hot a 10-0 run out of the gates in that first quarter. Would close out the quarter on top 17-4 before the Dragons finally settled into their offense a little bit and started going back and forth bucket for bucket against the Greenbacks, but the Greenbacks never really let up from there. 32-19 at half. What'd you see in that first half, Logan?
You know, they did a fantastic job that first half. You know, they played their game. That's what they need to do, and they did it well. What I was really impressed with on the offensive side, they moved the ball well in that first half. It didn't get really sticky. It went side to side pretty well. And, you know, I could count, there was quite a few times they just had wide open looks because they had made that extra pass. And
know,
that
that's
makes
something
this a big
Coach
key.
Batten, he talks about that so often, is that third rotation of the ball on offense. He says most high school defenses will break down if you can get them to swing 3 times. He said the third time that you can attack a defense from the other side, most high school defenses just can't do it. And with the athleticism that this Greenback team has on offense, that's tough to ask any defense to do.
That is tough. You know, one thing that we've talked about it multiple times throughout the year already is just the depth that Pratt has.
Yeah.
You know, they get a run in 3 at a time, and that just wears the other team down. Here comes another wave of them. So that's just a very big luxury.
You know, and another one added to the mix tonight, seeing Landon DeMuth on the court for the first time this season. Boy, how nice is that to have him back out here for the Greenbacks. Had such a good season last year, turned into really one of their pivotal players as they made that state tournament run, and then underwent surgery in the offseason. Didn't get to join him at the beginning of the year, wondering what his timeline would be, and then gets out here now in this January 13th matchup. Still half the season in front of him now to get acclimated, to get his minutes, to get his legs under him, his basketball legs. You know, it's going to take some time.
Yeah,
so it's just good to see him out there.
It is good. He's been an energizer the whole time. He just plays so hard. He pulled down a couple boards, got a nice steal, and he's always got really good court vision out there. He sees the floor well. And
we saw that. There was a couple instances where that extra backside pass came from DeMuth, found Morrell underneath the bucket. And that's one of the things when you got a big man that's as athletic as DeMuth is, but then also has the vision to be able to see the lanes and the passing lanes and to be able to execute. Boy, it just adds another weapon to this already loaded arsenal that Coach Batten has at his disposal. So it's been fun to watch. Excited to see now where his season goes from here. It's just going to continue to go up. Caleb Strong, he's had a big first half. 13 points in the first half, 3 of them from 3 3-pointers, 9 of them beyond the arc. Came out of the gates, hit 2 buckets beyond the arc to put the Greenbacks on top 6-0 to start this ball game. Hit another big one in the third quarter, so he's picking up right where he left off Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, each game he just feels like he's just gaining confidence and feeling more comfortable out there. He always has, but these last few games I feel like he's turning it on to kind of turn into that premier player or one of the premier players for this Greenback squad.
Morrell sitting with 8 points through the first half, Barker with 4, Leggett with 2, Lar with 2, and Poor also a made 3-point bucket in that first half. For the Dragons, Willock with 7 points, Martinez with 5, Brantley with 2, Diaz with 4, and Deal with 1. The Greenbacks lead at 32-19. Stick around, we'll have more halftime show on this, what has now become 2-Liter Tuesday, it feels like, with this halftime performance of what they do. All these kids out there running away with 2 liters with a made bucket at halftime, so a fun display to watch. So get down here for the next home game and bring yourself $1, and you can leave with a 2-liter. A lot more basketball when we return here on Thunder Country.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? Doug Gray Chevrolet in Pratt is your hometown destination for quality vehicles and exceptional service. From brand new Chevrolets to dependable, pre-owned options, you'll find the perfect fit for your lifestyle and budget. Their friendly, knowledgeable team makes buying easy, and their service department keeps you running strong long after the sale. When you want honesty, value, and a better way to buy, choose Doug Gray Chevrolet in Pratt. Experience the difference today.
When it comes to your health, trust Grace Clinic and Urgent Care in Pratt, conveniently located at 920 East 1st Street. Grace Clinic proudly serves Pratt and the surrounding area. Family nurse practitioner McKaylee Kirby provides primary care, urgent care, and sports physicals, and is accepting new patients and walk-ins. Open Monday through Friday, except Tuesdays, from 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays 9 to noon. Call 620-388-3086 today. That's Grace Clinic and Urgent Care, caring for your family close to home.
On the basketball court, a good offense is the best defense. You can count on me, Jamie Roach, your Farm Bureau agent, to be your family's point guard and defend you against whatever life throws your way. I am there to handle all your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs. Don't wait for the worst to happen when it comes to your insurance. Talk to me, Jamie Roach, today and see how I can help protect what matters most.
Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Clear, comfortable vision is one of life's greatest blessings. At Maydew Tebow Optometry, Doctors Troy Maydew, Seth Tebow, and Andrew Peaster are committed to helping you maintain healthy eyes and clear vision. Prevention and early intervention are the keys to your eyes, providing that clear and comfortable vision your entire life. Regular comprehensive eye examinations are essential in identifying conditions that can damage your sight. Call us at Maydew Tebow Optometry for an appointment today or visit us at maydewtebow.com.
Welcome back to the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show here on Thunder Country. The boys lead at 32-19 after one half of play. Greenbacks led by junior Caleb Strong. 13 points for Caleb. 6 of those in the first quarter. And the other 7 in the second quarter.
That was good math, Cody.
A few moments away before second half action. The Dragons 4-7 coming into this ball game. Greenbacks 9-1, and the Greenbacks look to pick up another win here tonight before they head on the road Friday. It'll be another league action against Hoisington before they start that busy week next week.
We're going to be in Hoisington a lot next week.
Hoisington tournament that the Greenbacks play in every season kicks off next week. So I believe early on looking at that schedule, we've got Monday games, and then everything's determined from there.
That's
but
right.
Possibly Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Depending on how things shake out. So it'll be a busy week for Greenback fans. Hopefully they can all make the travel up there. If not, you've got the next best thing in tuning into Thunder Country and listening to the broadcast. Shameless plug.
Yeah, good drop in. Or dynamite drop in.
It'll be Greenback ball to start this second half. Going left to right on the radio dial. Titus right side to Strong in the corner. See how the Greenbacks come out and see if they want to establish Morrell to start this second half. You know, they didn't take advantage of it as much in that first half. Strong with a quick jumper, 12 feet out, off the mark. The Dragons back the other way. Martinez puts it on the court. Carmichael has to come back and reset top of the key. Left side, Willett can't handle it into the hands of Titus. Titus up ahead, hesitated, now finds Barker. Barker poked from behind. Martinez able to catch up and play good defense on that transition.
Diaz for the Dragons has been a pretty big force underneath the basket. He's got 8 rebounds on this.
And out front, Willock jumps in front of that one, back the other way, lays it in on the other end. The Dragons with the first bucket of this second half. Strong in the corner, way high pass over the head of Morrell. Barker chases it down to save it. Skip pass back to Titus. And Coach Batten not happy with the way this Greenback offense is executing.
Yeah, they've kind of come out a little sluggish here in the third quarter. And obviously you can tell right now Coach Batten's not happy. He called a timeout, going to have a little talking with the boys, get them to settle down and run their offense.
Just not executing the way that you want to see, especially coming right out of a halftime mark when you've just had 10 minutes to discuss how you're going to come out, execute things, and a couple sloppy passes from that Greenback offense, and the defense of the Dragons took advantage of the one we saw Willock all the way to the rim. Now Morrell with 8 first half points. I'd like to see this second half them really put the emphasis on getting Morrell the ball down low. Now, Diaz has done a good job defending for the Dragons when Morrell's tried to back him down.
I still feel like Morrell's got to be your focal point on trying to get it down to the low block for him to make his moves, and he's just so athletic underneath there. It's hard to stop.
Barker will set the offense up. Goes to Liggett left side. Kick to Strong. He'll try a three from the corner. Picking up right where he left off. So much for working the low block. Caleb Strong firing from the corner. His fourth three-point bucket of the night puts the Greenbacks on top 35-21. 6:32 to play here in the third. Willock trying to get off a quick one. Pass into the paint, deflected. Titus seeing if he has numbers. Will he push it up ahead? No. Morrell bounce pass, pushed out once he left his feet. He'll go to the free throw line.
That was a great little give and go action.
Diaz on the foul. Morrell can't hit.
Diaz picking up his second foul. He's going to come out of the game.
And now this is where the Greenbacks should have that mismatch down low with Diaz having to take a break. Second free throw for Morrell. Successful. Now this Dragons team undersized on the offense. Brantley kick out, Swift, he'll try a three, front of the rim and got the roll. Grayson Swift's first bucket of the night, a three-point shot. Barker in the corner, back to Titus. Barker working Morrell, under the rim again. There's that mismatch down low, and this time the Greenbacks take advantage of it. Carmichael working left side to Willock. Willock, good spin move. There's that jumper, too strong that time, and Liggett pulls down the board. Up ahead to Strong. Greenbacks again starting in that far corner. Now they'll reverse it near side. Morrell working both blocks. Titus gonna fire three. Good! Hudson Titus! Greenbacks hot beyond the arc in this ball game. Their sixth made three-point bucket. Carmichael, top of the key. Goes right side to Martinez. Swift in the corner. Liggett playing good defense. 5-second call's got to be getting close. Now he puts it on the court to avoid it.
Shot clock at 10.
Carmichael, not much urgency, pulls it out. Now dribble drives to the rim. Morrell, a hand in there. Kind of just a lazy reach by Arlie Morrell.
They're going to get Barker on the hit check.
On the foul. Barker will pick up his second, but it will send Reese Carmichael to the free throw line. His free throw does not go.
Got DeMuth and Laura checking in for Barker and Morrell.
Diaz will check back into the ball game for the Dragons, alongside Noah Deal. Second free throw from Carmichael, good. Titus into the corner to Lara. Skip pass to Liggett. The extra pass to Strong. He'll fire. Good! Caleb Strong is shooting lights out from beyond the arc tonight. 19 points on the evening for Caleb Strong, 5 of them from three-point range. Swift works off the screen. Greenback switch. Titus now defending Willock. Through the hands of Carmichael. Strong trying to chase it down. Carmichael thought he had to throw it off of Strong. It stays inbound. Strong to the rim. Good. Caleb Strong, 21 points on the night. What a stretch of ball games the junior's having. Swift over the top of DeMuth to Diaz, and Diaz quiets this crowd just a little bit. DeMuth kick out, Strong, no heat check, he'll get rid of it. Lara far side back to DeMuth. on the baseline. Skip out, Strong. Liggett with the baseline drive, skips it to Titus. Now Laura in the corner. Kick out, Strong. Little pump fake and a whistle, foul on the floor. And that's going to go against Diaz.
Yeah, picked up his third. There's still 3:20 left in the third quarter, sorry.
Morrell and Poor going to check into the ball game for the hot-handed Caleb Strong and Cade Liggett. 3:20 to play. Greenbacks on top, 46-27, and a timeout from head coach Paramore. We'll be back in 60 seconds. More Greenback basketball.
This is Terry from Gatlin Meckler's Pharmacy. On display in our pharmacy is a nice assortment of over-the-counter items and a wide array of medical supplies, which includes knee scooters, walkers, canes, and bathroom items. We bill Medicare for respiratory supplies and immunizations. Our preferred pricing on prescriptions will get you through the door, and our customer service will get you to come back. Be sure to stop in today and see us on Country Club Road in Pratt.
When it comes to real estate, folks want to work with someone they know and trust. I'm John Hamm with Hamm Auction and Real Estate. Whether you're buying a home, selling land, or thinking about an auction, Kevin and I take the time to walk you through every step. No pressure, just honest local advice. We're proud supporters of the Pratt High Greenbacks and proud to be a part of this community. Give me a call at 620-450-7481 or Kevin at 620-770-2381. Hamm Auction and Real Estate, local knowledge you can trust.
Welcome back. Third quarter action, 3:20 to play, 46-27. Greenbacks on top. Coach Paramore taking a timeout for his Halstead Dragons. It'll be Greenback ball. Poor to inbounds. Goes up high to Titus. Left side, Laura. Dump pass down to Morrell, looking for DeMuth, cutting, not there. Tips it out. Laura gonna try a three, front of the rim. Titus goes up and gets it. Into coverage, takes it back up and finishes.
He does that so well. Sneaks in there and grabs a lot of boards for being undersized.
All 5 of Hudson Titus's points coming in this third quarter. Willick on the perimeter. Titus not giving him any space, and a whistle. Like down low on the block between Diaz and Morrell, and they'll get Morrell his first foul. Deal to inbounds, goes up high to Diaz. Swings it over to Swift. Deal comes back and gets it. The switch has Morrell now guarding Deal. Carmichael right side. Good spin move from Deal. Tough floater with the left hand. Falls into the hands of Morrell. Morrell left side to Laura. Has Titus on the other side. Laura, that extra gear, turned it on once he hit the three-point line and dashed to the rim for 2.
So quick. That's all I can say about that.
Willick really trying to work against Titus. Laura, the steal, knows he's got runners up ahead. Morrell to DeMuth. DeMuth puts it in for 2 more. DeMuth, his first bucket of this 2025-26 season, has the Greenbacks on top, 52-27. Carmichael right side again, working by Laura, and Laura, too much body. They're going to stay on the floor. Continuation by Carmichael won't count.
Picked up his third.
DeMuth and Titus getting a break. As Liggett and Poor check back into, Barker check back into the ball game for the Greenbacks. Noah Deal to inbounds on the baseline. Into the short corner, Willick looking for Diaz down low. Brantley under the rim. Back out to Swift. Willick off the dribble, nothing there. Kick out into the corner. Poor, good defense, comes away with the steal. Up ahead, has Deal riding him on the hip. Poor will go to the free throw line. Poor at the line, knocks the front end down. Strong and Josiah Schmidt check back into the ball game. Lauren Morrell going to get a break. Second free throw from Poor, good. Poor 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Martinez right side to deal. Willett comes out to get it. Step back three, not there. Liggett chases down the rebound. Up ahead, has numbers. Bounce pass to Barker. Barker going to take it to the rim. And offensive foul called on Kyler Barker. 1:09 to play here in the third, 54-27. Greenbacks on top. Kyler Barker will pick up his third foul.
I really like how the Greenbacks are pushing the tempo of the game. They are really looking to get out and run, especially the second half here.
That's what's nice to see. This Greenback team does not let the score slow them down. Three-point shot on the way from Martinez. Willick, the offensive putback still tipped around, kept alive by the Dragons. Underneath, Martinez finishes. Strong left side into the corner to Barker. Skip pass comes back up to Poor. Strong freed up in the corner. Too short on that one. You could see it when he shot it. Poor gets it back to Strong though. Keeps it alive. Shot clock turned off, under 30 to play here in the third. Strong on the deck, tried to get it to Liggett, and off the leg of Brantley. It'll stay with the Greenbacks. Schmidt, top of the key, trying to free Strong up again. He fires left side, too strong. Dragons back the other way, under 10 to play. On the game clock in this third quarter. Deals trying to shake off Poor. Spin move, jump shot at the free throw line. Falls short, second shot does not go. 54-29, your score at the end of three. Greenbacks will take a big lead into the fourth when we return here on Thunder Country.
It's a fact. A custom cow mineral does not have to cost more. Actually, it might be just what you need to improve your cow herd. The friendly and helpful professionals at Extra Factors and Pratt are available to sit down and discuss your operations needs and goals. From custom protein supplements and liquid protein to bulk commodities and possible mineral formulation. Find it all at Extra Factors. Call 620-672-5616 and speak with Levi Macbeth for all your nutritional needs. Extra Factors. We put the extra into cattle nutrition.
This is Jeff.
And Jared.
At Intergreen Services, proud supporter of the Pratt Greenbacks.
Around here we say one call fixes it all. From HVAC, plumbing, septic, electrical, and even water well service. We're your hometown team you can count on, just like the Greenbacks on game day.
We're proud to stand behind our athletes, our school, and our community.
So when something needs fixing at home, call Intergreen at 620-672-2338 or visit intergreenservices.com.
Intergreen Services, neighbors helping neighbors, always cheering for the Greenbacks.
Welcome back, fourth quarter action here on Thunder Country. Greenbacks on top, 54-29. It'll be Dragon ball to start this fourth quarter. Deal top of the key. Carmichael trying to feed Diaz down low. Strong comes in from behind, but the momentum took him out of bounds. It'll stay with the Dragons. Everybody else thought he had that. Started running back up the court. Strong needed some help, and it all left him. Diaz comes out to get it, goes right side to Brantley. Carmichael top of the key. Boy, tough pass to try to go over the head of Morrell. Morrell makes him pay for it. Now Barker on the other end. Picked it up, needs some help. Morrell to Strong. Back to Poor, right side. Barker thought about the three. He'll dribble into the paint. Left-hand floater, short off the front rim, not there, and Diaz pulls it down. Deal top of the key. And Brantley and Carmichael not on the same page. Sails out of bounds.
We've seen that a few times tonight. The guy that's passing the ball just kind of thinks he's going to flare out, and the other guy's trying to attack to the middle of the lane, and just miscommunication. The ball sails out of bounds.
In favor of the Greenbacks, they'll take it. Barker, top of the key, working against Martinez. Strong double teamed in the corner. Liggett, baseline bouncer to Titus. Titus not there, and stepped on the baseline while Deal had it in his hands. Now this official on this side, the ball side, I think is going to go just say, hey, let me tell you what I saw.
Yep. They got it right now. They corrected it.
So it'll stay with the Greenbacks. Titus, top of the key. Strong on the skip pass, gives it back to Morrell. There's Strong's hot spot from the corner. Not there. Barker went down. No contact, it looked like.
Yeah,
sent him
no
to the
contact.
court. Trying to get back up and hustle back. Diaz at the line. Strong, a nice reverse layup. And they're going to stop the play and let Kyler Barker get substituted out here. Still with a pretty good limp on that leg for Barker. Saw him hit the deck at the top of the key. Couldn't tell if his
it was kind of
foot
a no
got
contact.
tied up or.
He looks like he's all right. He's kind of smiling
A little
bit.
smile on his face, like I might have just tripped over my left foot there, Coach. 6:20 to play here in this fourth quarter. That bucket by Strong puts the Greenbacks on top, 56-29. Strong leading the way with 23 points for the Greenbacks. Swift left side, Carmichael cutting, stripped away from Morrell. It'll stay with the Dragons. Carmichael comes into Swift. Defended by Strong, gets rid of it, goes up top to Willock. Carmichael, quick spin move and a nice finish at the rim.
2 points for Reese Carmichael.
Greenbacks back the other way. Laura in the corner, finds Liggett in the paint. Bounce pass, Morrell. Can't get the over-the-shoulder floater to fall. 5:35 to go here in the fourth. Greenbacks on top, 56-31 your score. Dragons not giving up any fight here, and another nice, pretty jumper from Damian Willock. Inside, Strong thought about the three, pulled the defense out with how hot he's been. Off the rim, Morrell there to clean things up for 2 more.
Morrell just picked up his 8th board of the evening.
13th point, 8th board of the night for Arlie Morrell. Turn and jump shot. Wow, what a pretty shot. Damian Willock getting hot this fourth quarter. He's got 14 on the night. And a floater. Is that Laura on that?
Laura,
Laura.
yep.
Laura, a quick bucket on the other end to answer. 4:25 to play, 60-36 your score. Greenbacks on top. Willock on the perimeter, swings it right side to Carmichael. Carmichael has to back it out. Left side, Swift now looking for Martinez underneath. This is the best the Dragons have attacked this Greenback defense all night.
They've had some very impressive offensive sets here the last 4 or 5 trips down the court.
Titus in the paint, Strong underneath finishes. He's got 25, coming off a season high 26 Saturday against the Spartans. Only 1 away from matching that mark.
You got a Halstead player kind of gimping around, looks like an ankle. I believe it was Swift.
Just an official timeout, they'll sub him out. And making his first appearance in the night, Davis Connard check into the ball game.
As DeMuth checks in for Liggett for the Greenbacks.
The Dragons keep the possession, and a cut to the paint by Brantley. He'll go to the free throw line. Get Morrell for his second. And that'll send Noah Brantley to the free throw line for the first time tonight. First free throw, good. Second free throw doesn't go. Morrell with the defensive board. Strong gives it back to Morrell. Morrell looking for DeMuth. Strong nearly got his head taken off by that hot pass through the paint. DeMuth just not able to finish underneath. Brantley on the other end, backing down Morrell, kicks it out. Martinez will try a three. Long rebound chased down by Lara. 3:15 to play. Greenbacks on top, 62-39. Titus floater tipped at the paint, falls short. Willick pulls down the board, looking to push it up ahead to Martinez. And the putback doesn't go. See if the Greenbacks slow this down. DeMuth top of the key. Lara in the corner. DeMuth dump down to Morrell. Can he finish? Yes, he can.
That's that vision of Landon DeMuth.
On the other end, Willick nearly loses it. Titus smelled blood and went after it. Couldn't quite get his hands on it. Stays with the Dragons. Right side, Martinez. Connard, top of the key, has trouble handling it, and it'll go off his leg, out of bounds.
Number 15, Noah Deal. Number 22, Mario Diaz. Setting up your Greenbacks now, number 34.
Josiah Schmidt and Creston Poor checking back into the ball game for the Greenbacks. Cade Liggett making his way to the scorer's table as well. Caleb Strong checking out of the ball game. Boy, if that's the last we see of him, what a performance.
What another great night.
By Caleb Strong, 25 points on the night. 2:20 to play here in this fourth quarter. Schmidt back to Lara and through Lara's hands.
.216 left in the fourth quarter.
Carmichael bring the ball up the court for the Dragons. Set this offense up. Deal off the dribble, picks it up. Looking for Carmichael, cutting to the rim, finishes. Now Titus on the other end for the Greenbacks. Schmidt to Lara. Lara going to try a three. Got it to go! Carlito Lara. Not a shot you see Carlito take very often. Knocked that one down, puts the Greenbacks on top 67-41, and a travel on Davis Connard will put it back in the hands of the Greenbacks. Now some more substitutions for Coach Batten as his young boys come into the ball game. Johnny Tan, Landry Hendricks, and Max Timish checking into the ball game. Far side, Poor's gonna try a three. Banks it in, why not? Right in front of the student section. Diaz, he'll try one of his own to answer. Back of the rim, doesn't go. Hendricks there for the board and fights it loose. It'll be a jump ball that goes to the Greenbacks. Into Hendricks in the corner. Hendricks wants to get in on the action, fires a three, too long. Kept alive by the Greenbacks, though. Back to Hendricks. Tan on the perimeter. Tan, he'll try a three. Diaz pulls it down. Tan up ahead defending, keeping Willock in front of him. Good job on the other end deal. Too strong. Willock keeps it alive. 35 seconds to play here in the fourth. Carmichael, far side. Carmichael gets it back. He'll try a three, top of the key, front of the rim. Hendricks pulls down a board. Poor across half court, up ahead to Tan. 15 seconds on the clock. Poor gonna hold it at his hip. Take a look at the bench. And you can hear the chant coming from the student section. The I believe that we just won as the final ticks of the clock hit 0. Greenbacks on top, 70-41. First league action of the season, and the Greenbacks come away with a win. They'll improve to 10-1 on the season. Halstead drops to 4-8. Stick around. We've got the Maydew Tebow Optometry post-game show when we return.
Are you interested in building a new home or remodeling your current one? If so, give J.A. Knight & Sons a call today. This is Chase Scully with J.A. Knight & Sons, and we are the area's premier general contractor and have been serving the Pratt and surrounding area for over 50 years with superior quality and attention to detail. We specialize in high-end residential and commercial construction and have now expanded our services to include pre-engineered metal buildings. J.A. Knight & Sons is a proud supporter of Greenback Athletics and would like to help turn your next dream into reality.
Exceptional dentistry, right in your neighborhood. At Pratt Family Dental, Dr. Carson Hopkins and Dr. Stephen Coons are here to keep your smile healthy and bright. From routine cleanings to advanced care, our team has the expertise and technology to handle all your dental needs with comfort and confidence. Because at Pratt Family Dental, it's not just about teeth, it's about family, trust, and smiles that last a lifetime. Call today to schedule your appointment with Dr. Hopkins or Dr. Coons. Pratt Family Dental, where exceptional care meets friendly faces.
Are you a sports fan looking for a great place to grab a bite to eat? Look no further than Legends Cafe, located in Pratt, Kansas on Highway 54. Legends is open 6 days a week and serves up mouth-watering burgers, fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, and much more. And don't forget about their daily specials. Legends is proud to support Greenback sports and all the local teams. So whether you're celebrating a big win or just need to refuel after the game, Legends has you covered. Come on down to Legends, and we'll take care of the rest.
At Timish Electric, we light up your world with reliable and efficient electrical services. Our team of skilled and certified electricians is dedicated to providing top-notch service for all your electrical needs. From residential, commercial, or industrial needs, we ensure your electrical systems are safe, reliable, and up to code. Contact us today at 620-672-9334 to schedule a consultation. Timish Electric, proudly serving Pratt and the surrounding areas electrical needs for over 25 years.
Well, welcome back to the Maydew Tebow Optometry postgame show here on Thunder Country. The Greenbacks coming away with a big 70-42 win against the Halstead Dragons. 1-0 in the CKL now, as that one goes down in the books as a CKL matchup, and 10-0 on the season. Greenbacks from start to finish, 10-1. I'm just so used to saying at the end of that first score.
I don't like to correct you, Cody.
10-1 at the end, but what a night from the Greenbacks again. Started off right out of the gate. The Greenbacks went on a 10-0 run to start this ball game off, and once again, it was Caleb Strong tonight putting on a performance, 25 points. Not very often do you see Morrell play Robin to somebody else's Batman. And
but it's
games
nice
now,
to have when you have the
seen,
two scoring options like that.
Yes.
What a luxury.
So Caleb Strong, another big performance tonight, and the defense just locking down that Dragon team. Never really let them get into a rhythm.
That's what you talk about his offense, the past two nights, but his defense is equally as impressive. on what he does. And he usually gets tasked with having to guard the other team's best player. And he always shows up and gives it his all on the defensive side.
Yeah, one of the other storylines tonight that was so good to see, Landon DeMuth back in the lineup for the Greenbacks. Been waiting all season. Took him to the 11th game of the year to get healthy enough to get out there on the court, but good to see him in the lineup. We're going to talk with Coach Patton about that, and you don't have to wait very long to hear it as we've got him coming to the table after a quick post-game speech. Get you mic'd up here, Coach. I'm tangled up somewhere. There we go. All right, we'll get you all set up, and we will just dive right in. Bear with us for 2 seconds if you're listening on the radios. We got Coach. Coach, can you hear us coming through on your side?
Gotcha.
All right, head coach Chris Patton joining us after that 70-42 win against the Dragons of Halstead. Another big night from Caleb Strong. Let's start there. Had a big performance Saturday against Collegiate, following it up with a 25-point performance tonight against the Dragon team. And this was a game, that three-point shot, it was falling, and it was falling early for Caleb.
Yeah, you know, he came out, hit that first one, and that's always huge. And then the second one fell, and from there he's in the zone. You know, I mean, that's just kind of, you know, the thing about shooters is you let a couple go in, and then you know, everything else after that's pretty easy. And I think that's why we always talk about defensively not allowing that to happen, because you just saw what happens right there, you know. And you know, he had a great night tonight shooting the basketball. Also got out in transition a little bit. The guys found him out in transition. I thought that was good. And just, you know, followed up back-to-back nights here with big performances. And, you know, honestly, that helps us in the long run because it takes a little pressure off of Arlie and you know, him inside. Because, you know, there's nights where he sees 4 or 5 guys around him all night. And so, you know, we need guys to hit shots. And so that was big of Caleb stepping up here.
And the Dragons and Mario Diaz did a good job defending Morrell down low. They matched up size for size-wise with Morrell in the paint, so able to keep Morrell in check somewhat. Still finished with 15 points on the night, but like you said, when Strong or another scorer can complement the production from Morrell, such a huge benefit.
Oh, it is. And, you know, there'll be nights where Arlie can go get, you know, more, but tonight I thought he was a good facilitator and did a lot of things that we needed him to do. And you know, I thought Cade Liggett did a really nice job of getting to the elbow and kicking out to shooters at times, and I thought that was big. You know, it's nice to have Landon back in the lineup a little bit. You know, just kind of rehabbing him and letting him get going a little bit, but. Yeah, I thought
that was one of the other storylines I wanted to touch on was DeMuth back in the lineup for the first time this season. How valuable and how just excited are you to see him back in the lineup, knowing that you didn't expect much out of him tonight other than just to get comfortable back on a basketball court?
Yeah, you know, we played him just sparingly in the JV, just kind of letting him, you know, just see what the game of basketball was like again, and get a little game under him. And then tonight, you know, we got to throw him in a little bit and just kind of play some short minutes to get going. But yeah, it's definitely nice. He's a definite compliment to Arlie inside, and just sees the floor really well, passes really well. You know, that's something that he did in 10 games that he started last year, and then in the postseason, you know, he sees the floor and can really flash in.
That was my note, DeMuth vision.
Yeah,
I mean, that really was. You saw flashes of it tonight in the limited minutes that he played, but you saw it last year when he really became a role player for this team. He's just got that extra sense of awareness of when that backside cutter is cutting or where Morrell's at all times. Saw it a few times tonight, but we didn't realize how much we'd missed it until I saw it back out here on the court again.
Yeah, and you know, he's about 6'3", and I think that helps too. You know, just that extra length, you can see over people, and it makes those plays just even that much easier for him. And but yeah, definitely, he's definitely not full speed and nowhere near. But I still think we can throw him in there a little bit, work on that conditioning, work on that strength, and then just get him out before we get into his legs so that we don't risk any injury. But yeah, it was nice to definitely have him back out there. 9
3-point buckets on tonight from your Greenback. Strong was leading the way with 5 of those, but a great night of shooting beyond the perimeter for your Greenbacks.
Yeah, you know, against the 1-3-1, you have to hit some threes, and it was good that we stepped up, knocked down 9 of them. You know, it's a good sign. I was glad to see Carlito get one there. You know, I think we got to get him going a little bit offensively, and just where he's a little bit of a threat there. So I thought that was good to see him knock one down there late and see the ball go in the hole. But yeah, definitely anytime you can knock down 9 threes, that's always nice, because we've had some games where we didn't make one, so it's pretty crazy how that goes.
Oh, it was a good win, Coach. Sets you up with the opening win in the CKL standings as you get back on the road Friday against Hoisington, and then a busy week to follow that. As always, Coach, appreciate your time post-game.
Yep, thank you, guys.
All right, that's head coach Chris Batten. When we come back, we'll wrap it up here on the post-game show.
Mead Lumber in Pratt is looking better than ever. Stop by and see our brand new renovations with the same friendly faces you know and trust. Whether you're tackling a big project or just need supplies for the weekend, Mead Lumber has you covered with quality products and expert service. We're proud to be a part of this community, and even more proud to support the hardworking athletes of Pratt High School. Mead Lumber, building relationships, building Pratt.
To keep your equipment running, count on BTI for bulk oil delivered directly to your farm. Now BTI delivers 3 times the product, and it's quicker than ever. Our trucks travel up to 150 miles from any of our 6 stores, delivering premium oil, hydraulic fluid, and DEF, up to 1,500 gallons in just 30 minutes. It's another way to save you time and money. Call any of our 6 BTI locations or visit btioil.com. BTI, our family in partnership with your family.
Welcome back to the Maydew Tebow Optometry postgame show here on Thunder Country as we wrap things up. Greenbacks come away 70-42, improved to 10-1 on the season. Halstead drops to 4-8 after the big win from the Greenbacks. Run down the final scoring totals. Morrell 15 strong, led both teams with 25. Hudson Titus 5, Barker 4, Liggett 2, Lara 9, Poor with 8, and Demuth with 2. On the Dragon side, Carmichael 5, Whitlock 14, Martinez 9, Brantley 3, Diaz with 6, Deal 1, and Swift with 3. When you look up and down those stats, one of the things that jumps out of those 9 3-point buckets from the Greenbacks. They came into this ballgame with 44 on the season, and those 9 puts their Ham Auction buckets for Booster Club total to 53 after a big offensive performance tonight. So thank you to John and Kevin at Ham Auction putting on that Ham Auction buckets for Booster Club. $5 donated to every made 3-point bucket to the Greenback Booster Club on both the ladies and the boys side. So once again, thanks to the folks at Ham Auction. And you've got to sort out a Timish Electric player of the game out of all those stats. And boy, another one.
Yep, it's hard not to go with Caleb Strong.
Caleb Strong, 25 points after coming off that 26-point performance. And if he's just now hitting his stride here at this point in the season, it is going to be a fun remainder of the season to watch for Caleb Strong. So yes, Timish Electric player of the game goes to Caleb Strong. Congratulations to him. And with that, we'll be back in action Friday on the road. The Greenbacks will travel to Hoisington, so tune in or get up there. A lot of different ways you can tune in to the broadcast on the radio app, the radio dial, or Eastus Media Facebook or YouTube. However you choose to do it, we appreciate you taking time out of your evening to listen to the Greenback broadcast. Until next time, I've been Cody Eastus alongside Logan McAllister. And once a Greenback, always a Greenback.
For your fine dining experience, be sure to stop at Club D'Este in downtown Pratt. Western Kansas's premier steakhouse for over 50 years. They'll serve you the best with their friendly attention.